James. What's going on? Hey. It's your host, James. Live, man. We live. I Just Think Different Podcast. I'm your host, James, man. Like I said, live. We're live right now, man. Check it out. How y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all doing? Excuse me, trying to get everything set up still. Yeah, give me a second here, man. All right, there we go. We are here in the building. What's going on, man? All right, we back. Look, I got another another week. I said, man, look, check it out. I just came in live today, man. Look, seeing there was so much stuff going on in the world today. I figure I'd just come on here and talk about it, man. All right, cool. I wake up and seeing there's a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm like, wow, what's going on in the world, man? Are we under attack or something, man? And throughout history that I see, during around this time, the things that happen around this year. So I'm like, man, so I'm trying to figure out, what's the motives, what's going on in the world. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the world, man. So I'm asking y'all, what's going on in the world? What's going on with the New York situation, man? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that? Are we under attack? I was just saying a couple of days ago, like, I haven't seen or heard about any type of attack on U.S. soil. And I'm like, ain't no attack on U.S. soil. And then all of a sudden, boom, attack on U.S. soil. I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Where'd that come from? All of a sudden, and I'm like, that ain't right. A whole bunch of BS that's going on. Who said that? Yeah, a whole bunch of BS. Yeah, Banzig. Whole bunch of BS going on. That is a whole lot of right. You know what I'm saying? Break it down to me. Give me some little BS. What's going on? What you think is going on out there, man? I definitely think it's a setup for the future to be more controlled and more chaos going on around here, man. They just had a meeting the other day down in Washington where everybody got sick. Now all of a sudden rules and stuff changes where, Philly talking about, giving people back putting masks back on people. Start Monday, things is changing up. So, and now along with that, we going right into a little, home attack. Like, where's this coming from, man? Like, out of nowhere. I mean, just the other week it was a shooting in Sacramento. If you look up shootings or mass shootings in your area or close to you, they kind of come up, man, but they're not coming up in the news. But these things is starting to ramp up in a high rate. They starting to ramp up fast, and I'm like, where's all this stuff coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are these mass things? I remember the Columbine thing was around 420, if not on 420. Yeah, the Columbine, I think it's a lot. Oh, what's going on? Boom, let's drop that down. All right. I think it's a lot of mind manipulation, trying to confuse people and perpetuate things that are not really happening. Definitely. I definitely feel that. Shout out to you on that. Yeah, I definitely feel it's setting up people to get in the mix, man. It's setting up people to get in the mix to a lot of false things, but then they create this chaos. I don't understand the chaos that gets created from out of thin air, man. It's like, as long as you can control people's emotions and you can control the way people feel and see things, then you can definitely have them by the foot on their neck. I heard that expression. Keep that foot on their neck, that's what you gotta do to people, it seems, because that's where that fear comes from. I'm trying to figure out still, how does the fear get introduced into people, and how are we under this fear, man? What is the fear be coming from, man? So I got some people that's gonna join in here. Uh where you at? You up in there? Let me see if we can get them on up in here, man. Well, this is all real time here, so let me fade out some guests. You see some guests. Nah, that's the we'll put these guests. All right, one. Where you at? Uh you in there? This is all real time here. Plug ain't one in there. Guest fam. Boom. You should be in there. You ready to go? I don't hear you. Should be right open, ready to go. But as I was saying, along with the show, yeah, the stuff that's going on in the world, I am just baffled, baffled by, blown by. You know what I'm saying? Can't understand uh, these times that we're living in. You know, I can understand how the violence have revved up in a sense. I feel like we going into a place of hardship of violence. See, last year it was a little bit different. People was up in the house. They forced you to be in the house. Like, stay in the house, stay in the house. Get back to the house. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we outside. Oh, you've been outside. We've been missing you. Since you outside, let me show you something. Boom. Everything just start happening, wrapping up. Just when you thought, you can be a little bit relaxed, start taking your mask off and just be amongst the people, start going to events and living your normal like you've been doing. Now all of a sudden, nah, here come mass run back. We right when we get to the NBA playoffs too, man. People can't even go to the game. You don't go to the game. You gotta be all masked up. Can't even chill. You want back on the 6 feet. I'm like, man, come on, because that's what it's going to in Philadelphia, man. Philadelphia is going back to mass on Monday in public facilities, man, public buildings. So I'm just confused and trying to figure out why as that is, because being in Pennsylvania, the governor of the state ain't said that's a statewide thing. Philly themselves, it says, you know what, man, we gonna say we in control of our city, man. We go with the mask back on, man. That's what we gonna do until further notice. So when I realized that, they was all in that meeting last week, and I realized from that meeting a lot of people got sick down in Washington from that meeting. That's all reported, all been said. So the week after that meeting, here comes all the chaos over here created over in NYC. Now, how crazy is that? Now we get what's going on in New. I don't even know if they caught this guy or what even is going on here, but that's a crazy story all within itself. Like I said, not too long ago, the Sacramento thing happened. Soon as April hit, here we go with all the bags and the tricks. See, it's like funny how the tricks are for kids, but what was the trick about the rabbit? What's next this weekend? Oh, a rabbit. You what realm of Earth or a life form is it where a rabbit produces eggs? I really only thought that was chickens, but if we living in some type of warped realm where a rabbit can produce an egg, man, I'm missing out on some stuff, man. But that's what they've been rolling with. But I get it, man. You play with this a kid thing. You want to bring your kids involved. But when you look at the seriousness behind that Easter, and you realize that that idolatry that's going on involved in that, and you realize what that really means, what they mocked after and what they put it after, then that ain't nothing to be playing with. That ain't nothing you supposed to be involved with, man. So damn, you want to fall back on that. It didn't come through. Trav, I sent it in the mail, man. Let me see if I can drop the link right here. Don't worry about it. Boom. Let me drop it right here. Did you get it right there? Did it come up in there? It's also at the top. It's also at the top of the up the chat. I don't know if you can go to the top of the chat. I think it might be at the top of the chat. You can click the link. On my end, I'm seeing it, and I can click the link. I got it on the browser, so I don't know if you can click the link, but if you can click the link, anybody in the chat or want to come on through, you can click the link. Come on up, man. We live on the show. Anybody out there, you can share this as well. We just talking, just vibing, talking about what's going on in the world today. I'm multitasking over here. I gotta produce on my right, so I gotta send all my stuff out at the same time and still sit here. So I'm with y'all, man. We live today. Um, so what's going on? Like I said, it's the war outside. Now we've been talking about Russia and Ukraine and what's going on. It's like, man, a lot of people losing their lives and stuff over there, and then you turn around and boom, homeland. It was just like to be a bit. Oh, psh, there we go. There we go. This is likely to be invaded. Too many gun owners. Yeah. Yo, I definitely feel that. All right, well, hold on though. Check it out. So, if it's too many gun owners and in this country, shout out Harold. What up, Harold? Yo, Bomb Harold, boy, Harold in the building. Where you at, man? Kappa time, man. Yo. But look, so gun owners like so check it out, if I have the right to bear my arm and my arms is bared because that's my right as a human in this country, so technically everyone should have one over 18, if that's you saying my right. Like I don't have to have one, but let's just say everybody over 18 got one at this point. So let's start with that. So is it too many people with them at that point? If you using it how it's supposed to be used, let's say I'm using it how it's supposed to be used, which is to hunt food, because they saying you ain't gonna kill nobody. I ain't condoning killing. So I'm going out there to hunt. I'm hunting food. I'm going to get my food. So we got guns for food, or you got different type of guns that go to a range, and you go to a range and you just let out stress, go to a range. We know that ain't happening. We know people got guns and they going out here committing crime. That's what people got guns for, man. You out here, you got a gun to protect yourself. Let's be real, all right? So in the midst of me protecting myself and I'm protecting my whole mind down, ain't I supposed to have a gun because it's my right? But them guns go in the wrong hands of some people sometimes, right? And you feel like they can't. I'm just trying to figure out whose hands do we place them in if that's the case. All right. So look, I'm gonna try to bring uh everyone back up in here. Oh, there you go. Everyone in the building.
You can roll me out a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get on that, man. I'm doing everything in real time here, man. Let me fix you up.
Yeah, pimping, they got me zoomed all the way in.
Yeah, let me get you right.
All right, there we
Get you in
go.
there, man. Let me try to fix you up, man. Try to fix some of this. Might have to change your whole hookup up. Uh, boom. There we go. We might have to just do something different right here, live on the set, man. See, this is what I'm doing. You're right, man. That is right. What you saying, Ban Ziggity? As I sit here and try to get Trav lined up, you absolutely right. Get Trav lined up. All right, man. You in here?
For sure.
We gonna line it up like that. All right, man. So, what you think about what's going on? What you think about what's going on in New York and the attack on this land that seems to be going on, man? Kind of remind me of terroristic attacks like the Vegas situation. My man just open firing people at the concert. That's not cool. People throwing smoke bombs in the subway and then open fire. That's not cool. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
nah, we don't want stuff like
Yeah,
that
man.
happening.
That shit crazy. That's something different. Like that gotta be like a mastermind plan for somebody or some organization because I can't. It's hard to believe that that's just random like that. You feel me? Motherfucker just wake up and just get to shooting, popping people and stuff for no reason. And then you got your whole little gear up. You got your mods. You know what I'm saying? You got your gas masks and all your gas grenades and smoke grenades and shit, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. People in New York, man, better be safe. Hopefully, man, they watching out for everything because it's crazy.
How are things around your way, man? How are people acting in the situation about where you at?
It's smooth for right now, but it's always something going down. You catch a youngins done stole a car and done crashed it into the side of a building type stuff around these ways, but that's normal. It seems normalized for us because we see that so often in shootings and stuff like that. But the situation with New York, that's totally different now. If somebody walk into like your local grocery store and get to go throwing gas, smoke grenades, and shooting 10 people. you'll be like, hold on, that's kind of awkward. That's crazy right now, you know. So we
Uh
ain't got none of that going on. We ain't got no for right now.
oh. We don't, man. Let me oh, we in real time here, man. Bills, what up, man? Got you in here. Well, I
Yo, what's
gotta
the
bring
deal,
Trav back
family?
in. We all over the place, man. It's a live cast today, baby.
What's the
We in
deal,
here.
family? How
What's
you doing?
good, man? We in here on this one, man. I gotta put the names and everything. See, this is real live, man. We
Oh man, I
live in
gotta, I
effect.
gotta. Hey, we on real live time. I gotta throw some merch on. Hold on.
Yeah, man. We live with effect, man. I'm trying to get Trav's all there on the screen. Uh,
Yeah, man, get me right. Get
man.
me right, chief.
There you go, man.
What y'all
Uh,
All
boys on
right,
here?
all
What y'all
right.
chop? What
man,
y'all boys chopping about,
we
man?
talking about what's going on in the world today, man. What's going on out there in the world?
Woo,
Uh, and what happened down there in New York, man? It's a crazy
woo.
situation that went down. What you feel about that, man? What do you feel about what went down in New York? Please tell me.
Well, unfortunately, we have to look at things in a spectrum of this shit is becoming a normality. Um, this shit is very. How I feel about it is when I look at, I be wanting to know people purpose behind this type of shit. Like, where did it where did it you know, where did it develop? Where did you
Right,
feel like on this day or this time that you just needed to do this? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it niggas be having personal problems with people. I don't know what it be, but it just be the craziest shit when like it just know that people mental health don't really be like prioritized nowadays. So I be trying to kick it with my niggas, like everybody I fuck with, everybody that I know, and especially my age, like that generation of like, I would say 24, 25, 26, 27, and almost at 30. Like, it's essential for us to get that shit now because a lot of them niggas, I was just talking to this shit to my girl about it. Like, a lot of them niggas from the 50s and 60s and 70s, they be a little bit fucked up mentally based on their pride, certain shit that they had to see, certain shit they had to go through. So they don't really prioritize mental health. They don't really care too much about sitting down with themselves or a therapist or whatever the case may be. And you see them niggas wilding out later on in life. They posted the guy who did it, and it's some older black guy. And I'm just like, damn,
What you think, man? Like that's crazy, right? It's an
that's
older
wild.
black guy. All of a sudden, he just wake up and just get to pop people. Yeah, that's if it ain't a mental health issue, man,
It's
that's
some
kind of crazy.
you know what I'm saying? And you gotta go to the extent you got like I've been in prison. You feel me? So I did like 2.5 years. The purpose of that shit, this is what I've realized. I should have been there. But they had little ass boys that was like 15, 16, 17 years old, right? And them niggas got like 30 and 40 years in prison.
Man,
So I
damn.
asked one of the, bro, real shit, especially out of Saginaw. Them boys down there get busy. Um, Dog, I asked my counselor, my psychologist at the time. You feel me? Because every twice a month you had to go see a psych. Like mental health is extremely important. So I got used to that regimen. I got used to sitting down with somebody, talking to somebody about the shit I was seeing and looking at during prison and what I was seeing. What do them little niggas learn? You about to lock them niggas up for 30, 40 years, then let them niggas out when they 30, 40 years old, 50 years old, into society. What do you what do you expect? For them niggas to go home and get a job and have kids and be functional, and
Hell no.
you
nah,
They
gotta
gonna go
sit
right back to
down
what they
and
was
figure
doing.
it gotta be something
They
different.
gonna
It
go
gotta
right
be
back,
something
bro.
different.
yo,
Man.
I tell you what they need. They need this right here. That's what they need. They need to go ahead and get big game hunt. They need to get big
Yeah, make
game
sure
hunting.
y'all get that.
Hey, because that's the manuscript to tell you how to handle yourself. You know what I'm saying? Look, there it is right here. You're trying to get the people to bed for that martial law. Oh, okay. We got quads coming in, man. Hold on. I got a list of people coming
Tap
in,
in,
man.
man.
Yeah, we
Let's
tapping
build.
in. Let's try to get this thing together. That's 3 people. So let me place these people, man. We live, man. I gotta get all this stuff on my screen. But we here in the mix, man. We gonna get everybody tapped in. Bills, you there?
I gotta put my shit
I
on there
got
too, man.
I got
Make sure y'all go
everyone
check
there.
that out, man.
I got who I got? I got
CodeFigureTV.com,
Nate
man.
right here. Boom.
CodeFigure.com, man. Get
Well,
y'all a
we in
copy
here,
of that.
man. We live on the stream, man. All right, let me get everybody, man, together real quick, man. All right, shoot. All right, man. Yeah, continue.
But oh
Build.
yeah, this just in general, bro. We was just building on what took place in New York today. I'm formerly known, man. My real name is James, just like my boy up here. But I go by Bills. I'm an artist. J Bills 100. Like you look me up everywhere. J Bills 100. You feel me? But we was just building on. Talking about the situation that happened in New York today and just the state of just mental health and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Building on that. And I was just kind of giving my input on how I had a prison, being incarcerated in. There were a lot of young kids, 16, 17 years old, that were getting like 30, 40-year sentences, of course, for like crazy ass crimes. But my perspective on it was at that age, when you make that type of mistake or you do that type of thing or you cross that type of line, what do locking a nigga up for 40 and 50 years teach him? And not just anybody, and not just African Americans. We talking about anybody. What do you lock a kid up that long and expect them to learn from? You know what I'm saying? And get back in society and be normal and do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that just don't. So to see an older
Man.
guy, you know what I'm saying, that committed that crime today, that was, you know, a remnants.
That was a real ignorant situation what went on today, man. And there's no excuse for that. There's definitely no excuse for that. Nobody should be losing their life at a rate like that. Nobody should be set up and killed like that. Nobody should be out there creating those type of crimes like that. The sneak attack, the terroristic attacks like that. There's no room for that type of stuff over here where we at, man. We don't that thing don't go down over here, man. So to wake up to see something like that, I see you got the Vernon. See something like that is a crazy thing, man. And I didn't even get the full detail on what's going on. I just got the little bits and pieces. Like I said, I want to come on to the pod and holler at the people about it, see what's going on. We live though, so this is just all real time. Kicking it here with the fellas, and getting things in.
Exactly.
We had a fella leave, so we gonna kick it back down until we get Nate here. So we just gonna come back. And yeah, man. So
But no,
yeah.
man, everything. How's when I see shit like that, man? What do y'all feel about how that type of process, like, what do y'all think goes into that, man? Like, really committing that type of crime or doing that type of shit, man? What do y'all feel go into that type of shit?
Oh, I feel it's the plug and play program, meaning the G team done grabbed you up and want to put you in a program and say, hey man, we gonna run this situation, kind of like Jason Bourne type things, man. Little bots and robots to go out there and play, and to keep the system going, to keep fear and chaos within the people. Because in order to have the plan work, you gotta have the fear locked inside of the people, man. The people need to get some of this fear. And in order for that to happen, hey, you gotta cause fear. I'm gonna go cause fear. Well, I gotta have something pop off. What need to pop off? Well, I'll show you. Boom. We gonna have something pop off and take that. And we're like, damn, unfortunately, some people died. And it's like,
Just put a nigga in place ready to just shoot shit up, huh?
yeah, put them in place, man. That's how I
Man.
feel, man.
Hey,
I think they using us as the scapegoat, man. They anybody with a darker skin tone, they label as black. He could be any damn thing. You feel me? So they really don't know what the fuck they looking for right now.
Right,
Just a dark
facts,
skinned male that just shot up some people. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
But
facts.
yeah, it's probably a bigger plot to that shit, bro.
And why I gotta be the black attached though? I don't want to make it no black thing, but I'm gonna make it one. Why I gotta be black attached? I mean, anybody could put a mask on and be all dark thought. You like, no, it was black. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. It's bad. But
Right,
then,
right.
but it was just a black dude that was down in Sacramento though. So now it is a black dude. Now it's a trend. Oh, now it's the black ones. It's the dark ones that's
So
out here creating the terror. Now, remember we said y'all wasn't the one. No, y'all are the one. Y'all the ones.
so
That's
look,
what we need to be on.
now they're gonna go through and harass all the black people they can see around that area.
Not in that
Just
area.
to
It's a
fuck with them.
residual effect.
Yeah, it's bounced back everywhere. Everybody, I done seen police around here tighten up. So things I didn't seen it rev up. They already out here.
Are you revving up over there too?
Yeah, they revving up.
Man,
I
Cause
see them
cause you know
outside, man.
what?
So it's like,
This shit brewing on this side of town. See, on the in the inner city right now. See what they gearing for, specifically. So I stay in the D. You feel me? So like in my area, um, these niggas is like they mentally preparing for the summer. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready. The fireworks
oh
just
yeah.
was just got announced to come back to Detroit. So they letting the people back outside because they didn't revamp the whole city. Blase, blase, splee. So they be, man, I ain't seen so many. I've been outside for a long time. In the past month, I ain't seen so many petty pullovers constantly. I'm used to the first of the month, the niggas getting on you about your, they doing their little quotas
Yeah, they gonna fuck
every
with you
day.
regardless, boy.
Every day, it's been consistent. I go outside, oh my God, the boys is out here, man. They out here, and they ready.
See, you know what I noticed? So, okay, so they might be getting back to it. They might be getting back to it. But I noticed like during that pandemic, like when people were starting to go back outside, fam. I go, I'm riding around with my homies and shit, and this police sitting on the side. We speeding, we trailing each other, niggas bumping music. Niggas got them fancy cars. So you normally the police would get up on your ass. I'm talking about ounces of weed sitting around. We rolling up weed all day, driving around. And I'm like, bro, the police ain't sweating niggas right now. He like, hell no, they ain't been fucking with nobody. So in our they wasn't fucking with nobody, bro. Like niggas was getting away with everything, bro. I
Cause
was kind of
okay,
nervous for a second.
in the pandemic, like during the midst of it, it was the same way for in Detroit. Cause see what niggas didn't know,
Okay.
um, what's funny about Detroit is it's this county jail called Dickerson, and Dickerson got a reputation for what they call kicking niggas out the back door because they literally kick niggas out the back door. When it get too filled in that bitch, or when you have like a certain case that's non-violent or something, and you've been sitting there for a certain amount of time, or whatever the case may be, they'll let you out. They literally will
What?
just let your ass out,
So
tell your ass go
how
home,
they
give you your
decide who they
papers.
still let out?
Now that I don't know. You feel me? That I
Okay.
don't know, but I've had some experiences and a difference in Dickerson versus Mound. Those are two county jails, and it's a major difference. At the time in the pandemic, it was they wasn't utilizing all their cells. So a lot of people, if it was a nonviolent crime, was getting let out of jail. So the police really wasn't pressing shit.
That's crazy. Niggas getting
Yeah.
plugged.
Yeah, that's why. Look, you got to think the pandemic may be something we may never see again. Like that was a time. So you got to know everybody was on the same type of time. Everybody. I ain't gonna say everybody, but for the most part, 80%, 70%, everybody was on the same type of time. Man, them police, man, it was so much local money funneling through. It was rappers not performing, coming to buy up bows. It was niggas that couldn't throw parties, taking over houses. It was all type of shit going on that would normally not be allowed, especially not now that shit starting to open back up. It's tightening up. But that was a time, bro. Different time. That was damn near the closest thing we'll get to the purge, bro.
what you think about Ziggy Band saying we one big event from all our freedoms being taken away? Like they said, martial law being introduced once again, being put into play, things like that, man. What do you think about stuff like that maybe coming down the pipeline? What do you think about the government taking over your actual neighborhood and saying, you know what, man, stay in the house, boy? Like, is that really effective to someone like yourself? Like, tell me, how do you feel from your age group of you know the future state of being, Bills?
Um, well, this is how I feel about us. Like, for whatever reason, we've taken like rebellion to like this whole other like weird ass level. Like, we was cool when we was rebels and we was the millennials and all that shit. Like, that's cool. You feel me? Because it's certain energy and aesthetic that come with that that's necessary for people my age to thrive. Cause I look at niggas. How old is you, bro? What? How old is you, bro? What's your name? A1?
33. 33.
32? 33? What's how old is you, Jay?
37. Shoot. 30. What? How old am I? 38.
38. All
38.
right.
Oh, yo, my,
We look at.
damn.
I look at 26. I still fuck with y'all. Like, I'm born in '95, so I can still connect with y'all in certain levels on certain topics and certain shit like that. But it's niggas younger than me that could never look up to you niggas or understand what y'all have to offer. So now what I notice, and even in the gang culture, what I notice is that we in an era of show and tell. Well, excuse me, show and prove. If nobody sees it, if we don't see it, we don't believe in it. If we can't touch it, we don't want to entertain it. If we can't be a part of it, we don't want to be a part of it. Like, it's very tender right now. Um, we not looking up to nobody. We not looking for answers. We not doing nothing. We searching for that shit ourselves. And it's becoming a detachment in certain areas, man. Certain shit get lost. Certain laws are
So you
not
saying
followed.
30 and under,
You know what?
29 and under is not caring about what anybody talking about. Maybe 26 and under, 25 and under. So
Yeah,
basically, the younger
they
generation is just doing them and not giving a damn. So is the younger generation between let me see, 17 and 25 is between 18 and 25, is that this set of 18 and 25 now, is that more reckless than the 30 to 35-year old group? Like,
right.
so the 10 years ahead of that is 10 years back,
Y'all,
is
what
worse.
y'all
I,
So times have gotten worse, is what I'm
I
saying.
would
So
I
it
would
sounds
say
like
I would
ain't nothing
say
got better.
I would say so. I would say they
Okay.
are more reckless, bro. So I know a lot of little homies, bro. They reckless, bro.
Now,
The structure was already leaving when it was hitting our group, bro. You feel me? Because like our pops and them, when they grew up, they had more structure then. When we came along, bro, that shit was leaving. You know what I'm saying? You tried it for a little bit, then it ain't work out. Then you got the younger, they click is 4 clicks in one group type. You know what
Paul
I'm saying,
Click,
bro?
man, look,
So I agree with him
what
on that.
James, what he
I
is
agree with him
saying,
on that.
what he is saying is exactly what's going on. Okay. I'm a person that's directly involved in that culture. I can tell you that. It's the cliche same story, bro. The big homies was there at one point. They all went to jail. Like, it's the truth. I know it'd be like you get in the movies or you see the documentaries and shit, and they be no. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. At one point,
Yep.
there was drugs being sold on the block, and your block was your block. And let's say if you was from Joy Road in Southfield and you wanted to hit Green, you wanted to hit YO. Soon as you hit YO, you made a call. Cause you not in 48228 no more, you in 48204. You on the dark side. You not on Scud Zone. You on the dark side. So you make that call and you be like, hey, let so and so, I know I'm over here, I'm around. He gonna see my car. Tell them niggas I'm around. You feel me? Because it's just a quick alert. But nah, nigga, yo op on the same block as you. Like, you gotta know, like King
Mm.
Von and them, that Chicago shit, when they say fuck 63rd, 60. Let me explain to you. If you've never seen that area of Chicago, you've probably been in Chicago. If you've never seen that area of Chicago, let me explain how you that shit is set up. The street of 63rd runs this way and St. Lawrence runs that way, right? St. Lawrence is the block. So
Right.
63rd would
Mm.
be the main street, would be the Telegraph or the Greenfield or, the certain main street running north and south. So literally, it's a gate, a large ass project building, and on the other side is 64th. They're beefing.
Yeah, they right around the corner.
They're in
They
a
right there. Yeah.
bloodbath beef.
Hey, it's a lot of their
How?
neighborhoods like that too, fam.
You're around the corner and the projects connect y'all so y'all can meet in the middle and go to war. You think they didn't set
That's
that shit
great.
up like that in Chicago for a reason?
Right.
Yeah, that
And
makes
one, you
sense
close
though.
over there, right? You seen that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah. It's I got family
look,
down there. I've
bro.
been back and forth Chicago all my life, but yeah, that's he right, bro. They all connected. They all by each other. It's like beefing with the nigga on the other block from you. See, we do shit like that too. We probably like 7 blocks away from our enemies type shit. Like it's all close, bro. That's just how it is, bro.
It's
And
just
they
what it
did that by
is.
tearing down. They
Okay.
tore down them buildings and
Projects,
made them move into neighborhoods with their enemies.
gentrification all
Yep.
around.
Okay.
Yep.
So that
Gentrification
means
all around.
so if
But
it's
that's what happened
gentrification all around, that means
all
my
around.
age group definitely failed
Bro,
y'all
it came
because
on y'all.
I'm on a
It came
I'm on
on
an older
y'all
set,
big
definitely,
cousins
because y'all speaking of younger people, younger than you saying you 20 plus, so they younger than you doing reckless things. So that means they're still
because
looking
they
up to
they
someone me
they grew
failed
up in
them
this
a
shit.
lot.
They grew up in the residual,
Exactly,
James.
because nobody was giving them the actual resources that they need, man. So they made their own choices, which is going out there to that block taking your bag. I want you. So now I gotta go with the homies because the homies is showing me the love, dog. The homies is the ones showing me love because my family, my peoples, y'all ain't giving me the love like y'all say y'all giving me. Y'all talking about y'all hold me down, but it's the bros out here holding me down. But really, the bros is really taking you down the wrong path, and you gonna end up dead down that path, really. But it's the path
Hey,
that's getting that money, bro. It's the bag, right? So let me know.
Van
It's not
Ziggy
the
he hit it on the head, bro. He said it feel like you in a box, and that's exactly how it is, bro.
yeah, bro. That's just you can't. At some point. Remember, the nigga said a quote. He was like, "I ain't joining no gang if I ain't making no money. Like, what's the end goal?" So, all right. Imagine you wake up one day. I understand that perspective, but imagine you wake up one day and I don't know, you walk down the street, you and your cousin go in the store, and you just, let's say you had to take a piss, you were on the side. And literally in the 2 minutes you come back around, your cousin then got shot the fuck up, the store clerk then got shot the fuck up, the windows is busted everywhere, your cousin standing in cold blood. Dead. All right, boom. That shit happened. And then like 2, 3 days later, your friend, your man's, he get done the same way. But them two niggas got dropped because another nigga did something. The money start to lose value. Now you get the bag. Now it's gonna be one or two niggas that's gonna get the bag because they gotta drop guns, because they gotta drop, money on these niggas to make sure they backing them because it's certain shit. But now the money is given after you put in the action. So niggas ain't worried about going to school. Niggas ain't worried about being the best basketball player no more. Niggas either want to be the best shooter, the best rapper, or at least the best hustler.
Yeah, the biggest drug deal.
The biggest drug dealer, huh?
The
That's what they
biggest.
want.
They said it. That's crazy,
That's
man.
what they want.
And
Hey
like I
man, we
said, but
hey niggas have
that's the residual of
been.
everything that me and bro was just touching on. Like James, you 38. So you coming up and you seeing what you seeing, and you right at the door of all the people that were civil rights activists, your grandfathers, your mothers, or your fathers, or whoever, whoever was whatever. You were part they are part of that generation. So you still had that sense of family, that still upbringing, you still had that structure. It's just like in the gangs. The founders were still outside back in the 60s and the 70s, so they could make sure shit was in order. And then even when they got locked up, they still had pipelines. You feel me? They still had pipelines to keep structure. But the
Right.
90s and the early 2000s tore a lot of that shit apart for that culture. And for, let's just say, back in the 60s and the 70s in Chicago, the Black Panthers make their movement, niggas get arrested, fuck up everything, drugs come in the picture, and then what do? Let's break down the projects and let's make all these niggas based on a gang war with the GDs and the BDs and the Vice Lords and the Mickey Cobras and the P Stones, and we gonna move all these niggas on the same side of town. Now, remember, one day it was structured when one nigga was living over here and the other nigga was living over there. You knew that only way you could get to him is if you drove 20 or 25 minutes. Now you can get to that nigga in 7. Now you can get to that nigga in 8. You feel me?
Oh,
Now
hold
that
on.
shit is
I
a
got something to say
residual.
on that too. I got something to say on that, bro.
Go ahead.
Now check this out, right? You said say your target is like 25 minutes away from you, right? When you taking that drive, you're gonna go get that target. You going specifically for that target. It ain't
You
like
feel
going
me?
around a corner and you see that target with like five other motherfuckers. So then that's how you get mass shootings. Oh, he out there with his homeboys, or oh, he
Bop,
out there
bop,
with his
bop, bop.
family. I'm about to hit all of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different that
All
see
right.
having them targets that's all the way across the town that you got to go search for and seek out just for that person. It saved more lives that way too, because you
Okay.
ain't just hitting everybody.
Now let me ask this.
Go ahead.
This is James for the I Just Think Different podcast. I appreciate y'all listening and viewing here, man. I got some people with me. I got my man A1 Fam and I got my man Jay Bills. I had Nate here. He bounced off. So Nate, if you hear me, you can come on back.
Shout out.
We pull you back on, and shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, so my question is, what's up with all the violence though? But why we gotta go strap up on your man when he didn't did a crime? Whatever happened to pulling up on his block and pulling him to the side and giving him the 1-2, the fair one, or just having a simple conversation of saying, you know
Okay,
what, my brother,
James.
this is
I
this is
gotta stop, James. I gotta stop you right there, bro.
yep, that don't happen.
Let him
Because
take
hold
that. Let
on,
me let him take that.
because see, we passed that.
Mm.
Niggas did fair
Yeah.
ones for years. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now niggas see this the picture. We ain't talking about gang culture. Just be talking about gang culture. The overall aspect of this conversation is just remember when you was like, why it always got to be a black thing? Because these niggas specifically do it to black people. So when you put niggas in that room and you make these niggas kill each other, if I fight you, it's different. But when I kill you, bro, when you kill my mom or you kill my sister or you kill my girl, you kill my brother, bro, there's no pulling up rationally or logically. You either let that shit go or you retaliate or the nigga goes to jail. That's it.
Yeah, and you got to get that. You
I
got to
got
get
I
that
got
back.
something to say on that too.
Go ahead, that one.
See, now that was in your time, bro. See, I got the end of that shit, bro. That fair ones, I've seen niggas throw fair ones and still get popped, bro. Still getting popped. So it's like you gotta adapt with the times. The times is this. This is what it is. You know how it went from okay, oh we'll knuckle up 1-on-1. All right, put the guns down. We're just gonna fight like men, right? And then it went from that to clicks, right? So now you get into it one nigga, you getting jumped, cuz we went through that time. Then it went to the it's straight firearms, bro. Why you fighting somebody when in certain states they have the laws that if you push this guy, he can self defend and fire on you and kill you. I believe the fighting is over, bro. That shit is over. You gotta either be ready or you not.
Damn. So basically,
That's how I feel,
when you
bro.
get involved with a person out here, you better come with it because you know they're coming at you.
Hey,
Oh man, I
but hey,
keep
real
them.
quick,
I
before we
keep
leave
them.
off this one,
Yeah.
my girl just said
Yeah.
something essential, bro. She's hearing our conversation and she
Mm-hmm.
said something real as hell. Um, she said the thing that we missing, everybody in that culture kill each other, do fucked up shit. We're just the most publicized. We're the
Yes,
people that
that's true.
we're the ones that get the coverage. It's like when the Lakers bum ass has been playing weak as hell all season, yet they get prime time television times every fucking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We gotta watch these bum ass niggas disappoint us. That's how we is. Like we in that. These niggas look up and see us doing some dumb shit. They don't see how Charlie Mason and so and so just gang raped Brittany at fucking so and so school. They don't document shit like that and put that
Yep,
shit
yep.
out. You feel me? They don't do that.
All right.
Yeah, they
They don't do
expose the
shit
shit
like
out of
that.
us, bro. That's a fact. They expose the shit out of us, bro. I can't even lie to you. That is true, bro. All over the internet, all over the news,
Come on now.
everything, bro.
They just that girl just stabbed that black dude
Yeah.
and motherfuckers is trying their hardest to hide
Shoot her
that
some
shit.
bail. She was out at the hotel
Play
and
that shit
everything,
off.
kicking it, chilling, out
You
and
feel
about.
me?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy.
No. No.
Yep.
Man. You do something to your
They
girl,
ain't
No,
you
even
go on
talking
tonight.
about that like that. You feel what I'm saying, bro? They
they
not even
ain't
really mentioning
publicizing
that
that
like
shit.
that.
Nah.
But when that football player beat that white girl ass in that house in front of that baby,
Oh.
that nigga was everywhere.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Dog. He was. The way
that's
she
true,
bounced
bro.
off that TV and everything
I
was
can't lie
crazy.
about that one.
Yo, that was mean, yo. I was damn.
He
I
beat the
felt
dog
that.
shit out of
Yo,
her.
when the TV with the I was damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, that ain't right, bro. You gotta go get him, bro. Like, dog, that's
Put that
uncalled.
nigga in. Look how look, and we on their side. Go
Yeah,
lock that nigga the fuck up. He
yeah.
need to go somewhere.
But old girl, they like, nah, man,
No,
we don't even know the
mental
story.
health.
Just because at
She
the end
was
of the story,
scared.
yo,
That's
because
hey,
yo,
that's it right there. What you say, bro?
you said
Mental
That
you
one
said
health.
big ass
mental.
She was
athlete
scared.
dude. He was a bodybuilder or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he was when
Yeah,
he attacked the shit out his girl though.
see what I'm
That
saying?
shit was crazy. Mental health though, bro.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, when it comes to that, how much of that mental health you feel is really on the person that's committing that crime? Because the person in the hood can be like that as well. Because you're describing to me the same thing. It's just not a woman that's getting involved. It's just your man that's involved.
It's
To
blind leading the
eliminate,
blind.
yeah.
You can't. You can't. You can't count on anybody anymore. Like
Mm,
there's not any old woman on the block making sure everybody shovel their snow and cut the grass no more. She's not there anymore.
man, ain't
There's
that what
no
I've been talking
old
about? Oh, I've
guy.
been saying
There's
that,
no
Johnny.
old
Yeah,
guy in the neighborhood
Mm.
telling them young niggas to stop cussing and pull y'all
that's
pants
a
up.
fact, bro.
He's not there. He's not there, bro.
That's
You feel
crazy.
me? And it's
Yeah,
just
that's a fact. Damn, that's deep.
That is. That's
now
real
look,
deep.
See, that's why I said
you know
y'all
what?
got y'all
Hold on. I'm not even
y'all
gonna say in
young. Go
totality.
ahead, bro.
But if you go Detroit right now, if you go on the Boston Edison area, it is beautiful. You go on the block over on fucking Euclid and Linwood, it's trash. Horrible. Disgusting. How? Nobody Highland Park, that whole area could be beautiful, but the essence of the culture ain't there no more of the old school, of the niggas that really provided a vibe to keep your shit up.
So what you're
Yeah,
saying is the young people were yearning and crying for somebody to lead them, but it didn't happen. So they were forced to lead themselves, and that is where we at right now. And for leading themselves, now when the OG comes back and say, "Hey, young man, you should do X, Y, Z," the young man is like, "Nah, bro, you should have been teaching me. I got this. Y'all going about what y'all doing, and we got it from here." And now they just end up in whatever scenario they see themselves ending up in because it's
No,
not.
it's just no, it ain't that, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it
Okay.
is, bro. Niggas ain't putting the bag up for these young niggas for real. Let me, and that's another thing. Like I put that now that right there, I put that on the older niggas.
Mm.
I don't see no nigga, no older nigga just seeing a group of young niggas do some shit and be like, you know what, man, I got a couple dollars, man. What y'all niggas want to do? It ain't normal no more, bro. That's what I mean by even the nigga that used to sell dope. He had some money. He had a couple dollars, and when he seen your ass, the incentive, like if you was a sports, if you was a ball player, the incentive was I'm gonna give you $500 every time I see your little ass. So your ass cannot be on the block selling weed with these dumbass niggas that work for me. That was the incentive. My nigga Lil Baby. Now it every now and then it happens. He said Young Thug brought him to the studio and paid him out his pocket every time he came to the studio so that way he could just stay in the studio. Because now every time you come to the studio, you're gonna get some money. And Lil Baby, look where he at now. If we don't have 10 Lil Babies, we got one Lil Baby. We got one. We need 10. We need 20. We need 30 of those in order for this shit to work for real.
Or occupation change. You know?
No. No.
No.
No.
Okay.
Do what the fuck you want to do.
Okay.
Do what you want to do. If you want to play basketball, if you want to rap, if you want, just do it genuinely. My nigga Babyface Ray just said that shit the
I'm
other
with
day.
it.
Like, do that shit. Do that shit with your heart behind it. Niggas be rapping because niggas
See,
know that 10,000 niggas be rapping because they know 1 million streams add up to $10,000
No,
now.
what I'm saying, so that made sense. So everybody should be doing exactly what I've been saying, or what the Bible even said. You should be working like you working for God. So you should be putting in 100% at everything you doing anyway. So now we catching up to doing 100%. Now we like, damn, I should be doing 100%. No, you should have been doing 100%. Now
I
you
gotta
trying to
get
see.
paid to do 100%.
Right. They ain't doing no 100 to the bag, but you don't realize you putting in 100% is producing the bag, but they don't want to put in 100% until they get the bag.
Yeah, they thinking about it backwards. See, you gotta put the work in, man. Anything that you do, if you put your mind to it, bro, the grind is not meant to be easy for nobody. That's why it's called the grind, bro. You buckle down, make some changes, and even if you gotta, even let's say you start off dirty, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do your little hustle just to get you some money up right quick. The end goal is never to stay in that profession forever, bro. You supposed to take everything. It's supposed to be a stepping stone for you to build up your foundation to you having your own shit and doing your own thing. That's how that's supposed to
I
go. You
agree.
working a job, take them checks. Okay, pay your bills, but instead of partying every weekend, build up, stack some of them checks so that way you can say, I ain't working no more. I'm out of here. I'm gonna start my own business because I got enough to fund myself because I did that. Nobody can take that away from you. You feel what I'm saying? And I think if they start looking
Yeah.
at it that way, they stop complaining and stop. Oh, I gotta go rush and get this quick money. I was there. I was once that guy. I had to go get the quick money because that's what everybody else around me was doing. So it's like, okay, well, shit,
But
niggas ain't going to fill out no job application. I could just hit the block and just go ahead and flip pickaxe. You know what I'm saying? I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear him.
hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
You know
I
what
hear you.
separates it? Social media. That is the worst, and I mean the worst disease, the worst infection that there is in the world.
Yeah,
Social media.
it's very poisonous, especially on the
At
negative side, bro.
There is no reason at 15 niggas be wanting what they be wanting out of life. And I'm not talking about dreams and shit. I ain't talking about that, bro. I ain't talking about being the best person or being the best basketball player. Nah, I ain't talking about that.
Okay.
Niggas be just, I want to be rich. I want to get money and be with my niggas, or I'm 26 and I get around my cousins.
Okay.
And I'll be like, y'all niggas y'all come to the studio with me. They don't want to come to the studio with me.
Yeah.
And it's like, why y'all don't want to come to the studio, bro? We ain't making no money.
So let me ask you this. All right. So let me ask you this. What about from this perspective and this angle? Yo, run to the studio with me. I don't want to roll with y'all. Okay, cool. Great. Well, I got y'all in the studio, and when y'all there, I already got some things set up for y'all. It's things set up for y'all to do when y'all already get there. Instead of telling y'all to come with me, where y'all feel like y'all just sitting there like, damn. Hey, while you here? No, it's work I need you to do. Hey, while you here, sit on here and run my IG real quick. Hey, I need you to run, you know what I'm saying? And so we can get this whole production crew thing and lock this crew thing in, and we can build something. But if you just telling me to come with you to be sitting there just to be in the room with you, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. People, they really want to come, but I don't feel like they feel like they probably be a burden. Because people want to be in that vibe, but you don't want to feel like you don't want to be that burden in that vibe, bro. I don't want to be in there and touch nothing or done. I don't know how it is, bro. I know, bro. Go ahead.
I know what it is too, bro.
What
They
up?
missing this one key factor. They want to be a part of something. That's what the young
They
That's
boy
what
want to
I'm
be
was
a
saying
part
saying.
of
earlier.
something.
They want to be a
They
part
want
of
to be a
something.
part of it. Yeah. So that way, at least even if you ain't making no money right now, you a part of it. So if it grow,
But see,
still got that stand to the
that's
bag. You feel
where
what I'm
y'all
saying?
at. Where y'all at is right there, right? So to being a part of it, right? This what they look at it like, right? So I tell a nigga like, all right, come run the Instagram. Now I gotta play the what is it called? The pick and pull game. You see what I'm saying? See, now I gotta, if I got 5 motherfuckers, 2 of them, they willing. You feel me? So they show up and
Yeah.
you do that with them and you do that whatever with a case may with them. And
Yeah.
I think that's more of what I figured out, like being understanding of those who are willing as well.
So
People
here's
that
a,
Yeah,
are
yeah,
willing to,
yeah.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you,
People that
bro.
are willing to put themselves out there, willing to go meet somebody. Because if, like, the type of person I am, I ain't never inviting you nowhere that you don't. need to be. I ain't inviting you to be with me. I'm inviting you to meet Helliva. Sam Shabazz may be in the back recording. My man Jay Shot It over there got a studio. Go talk to him. My man RJ from the Yak, he produced beats, man. That's my guy, man. My man's Heisenberg. He mixed everybody from Rio the Young OG, what's it called? Jay Swan, ASAP 12E, everybody that we can name of an artist. He didn't that passed through Michigan. He didn't did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's always an incentive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
but what I'm saying
that
is, for instance, you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
yes.
The Wolf of Wall Street. Now, the Wolf of Wall Street, that guy was the man, and everybody knew that by watching him in action. And he was so much the man that he said, "Man, let me write this thing out." So he wrote it out, wrote the script. Boom, give you a script, and you said, "Read that." Boom, call the number. Boom, hey, how you doing? Boom. Oh man, I got somebody. Yeah, stick to the script. Boom. Next person. Hey, read it. Oh, I got another one. Guess what? He took the time to write the script for them to get paid and get hooked up too. So what I'm saying is, you gotta write it out for a nigga, because they don't know. They know, but they don't want to. They don't know that. Give it out yet. They don't know how to express that yet. So when they get a little piece from the homie that's saying it's cool, now I can kind of be me and I can kind of do something till I get that strike against me. And it's like, oh man, I shouldn't have said hi to Big Sean.
Right.
Maybe I should have just
Now
been
you the
here
nigga
just
that's
chilling.
scary
You know what I'm
and
saying?
shit. Right. You don't
feel
want to be
me?
that guy.
But I also want you to know how to be in the room for these people and also let your voice be heard. See, you may not be a rapper, but you might be a writer. You might not be a writer, but you might be a caterer. You might be somebody who cut hair. You could fade. These people fly you out to cut their hair and stuff like that, bro. I'm saying that you never know what you can find in that studio, but I can't get to the studio if my perception of the studio is I'm finna be your slave or boy or inconvenience.
Right.
If I
Or
know
I'm
I'm
not
going to
going
the
right.
studio with a purpose, it's like, man, they need me at the studio. Man, look, you telling people, hey, man, I was down at the studio with so-and-so, man, because they had me, man, I was on a board. You don't even know how to run the board, but the simple fact somebody told you that, you was like, yeah. Because they, again, a part of something. That's the problem with the older people my age didn't make you feel included in life. And while making you feel included in life, I wasn't doing nothing purposeful or meaningful enough to make you feel like you had to be a part of what I was doing. So you went out there and did you and made the best of what you could.
Unless it had to do with money.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? So, damn, that's a crazy thing. On the other side, all the bad stuff that's going on, still a lot of people doing that in the world that don't get recognition. You're right. Salute to them. And, quietly paying it forward and giving back. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why we got I Just Think Different podcasts. And I like to, have these type of conversations and other conversations that bridges the gap between people and bring culture together and pull us all in to say what? We don't know nothing until we sit down and chop it up. So we gotta have these type of discussions and see what's going on. Unfortunately, we waking up to some bad news like usual days. A lot of crime and stuff going on, but more like today it's like a little attack, man. So I had to come in here and speak on that. But I also want to address something too. Since Bills, let me ask you something. You say your lady was there and she can hear sometimes. So I want to know what you feel about Will defending his wife, but then while you defend your wife say, "I wish you wouldn't have defended me in that nature." So what I'm saying is, if you my wife and
Yeah.
you know me and I'm finna tear it up, what I'm saying is when you see me get up, you grab me because in your mind, hey, I ain't about to let this bag get messed up. There's some things that we need around here, and I know if he do what he about to do, hey, we finna be down. So what I'm saying is, do you think the woman should grab the man when the man is about to do something out of line?
I, I don't think shit about that one. I ain't gonna lie. The reason I say that is because there's a thin line. I got you. There's a thin line between. Okay, here we go. Let's just set the stage. Chris Rock busted a joke. You get up. You look at your wife. You have an initial. Okay. Chris Rock said the joke. We'll laugh. He look at Jada. Jada distasted. Period. That's what it looked like. Boom. Soon as he seen that, he switch. He go up there and do what he do. Now, Jada has this habit of creating a narrative. Okay? People have to understand narrative is bigger than, you just creating a following or a movement. No, fuck that. A narrative controls shit. It controls your perception and perspective on how you see something. It's the narrative. She's a narrative pusher. And as long as she has a platform, she will do that. Even if it's at the expense of her husband. Because for one, I don't feel like Jada Pinkett Smith, very great actor, very beautiful woman, actress, very beautiful woman. But Will Smith, and when I say this, it's no disrespect to Jada Pinkett, she ain't Queen Latifah, she ain't Angela Bassett, Oprah Winfrey on that acting level. Like, we're talking about people that yearly, on a year to 10, 5, 3, 40-year basis that are active and have had a very, very, very prominent and relevant run in this shit. Jada Pinkett
Mm-hmm.
is a part of the culture, but she ain't top 5, damn near ain't even top 10 when it comes down to this shit. So Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, I don't know what the fuck they got going on, but that looked like some weird ass shit right there. It do. And
So
my nigga Will caught in that shit.
so what I'm
Because
asking
now
is that, do you think when you
do
when
I
you when you
do I think
popping
she should have
off, no,
grabbed him?
not do
Does the
not,
woman
I don't.
grab her man?
Yes, that's the question. Should a
Now, does
woman
the
grab
woman
your
grab
man?
her man in that situation? What I
Yes.
want let me in my perspective, if that was
Mm,
me and I got up and
mm,
I'm already in the motion,
mm.
yes. If you gonna later on say that you wish I didn't do it, then you might as well have just told my ass you shouldn't even look this tasty. You should have laughed your ass off when that nigga made that G.I. Jane joke.
Right,
Right, right,
right.
right.
If
Now,
that's
See,
how you felt.
see, yeah. There we
now,
go.
now look. Hold on. Check this out too. Now,
Yeah,
you saying should Jada Pinkett have grabbed Will Smith? I'm gonna
yeah.
say she wouldn't have even thought about grabbing him because she's been treating him like such a hoe ass nigga for so long.
Nigga,
She didn't expect him to do nothing like that. She
she
probably
didn't
would. That's
expect
probably
that
why she
nigga to
said
get up and do that.
Hmm.
she didn't, bro. She didn't, bro.
So
She didn't.
now what you
That's
saying
why
She
she
didn't
is,
said
expect
what
that.
she
hey,
said.
so
Once the nigga look, once the nigga go up there, hold on. First off, if she didn't know he was about to smack him, Chris didn't know he was about to smack him, nobody know he was about to smack him. We don't know what the nigga walking up there for. That nigga could have walked up there, squared with him, and did a little dance, and you know what I'm saying,
Right,
joked and got off the stage,
right.
or
right.
just to insinuate that, hey nigga, he went up there and smacked him.
And he did it without having no anger, no aggression on his face. He's smiling,
The
laughing,
nigga did
walking up
the
and
rub nose
smacking this.
and chuckled.
Nobody knew that, bro.
Fixed
She
this
didn't know
joint
that, so
too.
she couldn't have grabbed him.
Fixed this joint. He fixed this joint.
Yeah, yeah.
Get
So
me back
is Jada
together.
Pinkett being honest? Yeah. Should she be so fucking honest? Yeah, but shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Not to the public like that. She shouldn't. To him, she should have told her man, like, you shouldn't have did that, but I'm gonna stick by you because I'm your wife. Like how he's
Okay.
sticking by her. You feel
So
what
let
I'm
me
That's
let
just
me
saying?
like with
flip it.
your homie, man.
Let me
If
flip
you
it.
do some shit,
Hey, you at the car show. You down there at the car show, and your girl get out of line finna go attack some other girl for talking crazy to you,
you
and
know
you see
damn well
and
you
you see
grabbing
she
her. I'm grabbing my bitch.
and getting out of there, or you just grabbing
Getting
her and
out of
just,
there.
oh, okay,
Because I already
clearing the
know what
whole
I'm set
scene,
up
right?
for.
Mm?
Because they may have 10 niggas with them.
Oh, so now you
There
thinking
you
of the
go.
see. Oh, see now both of y'all
But
on the same
but no,
page. You
he
see what it is?
know.
He thinking of
He
the,
know,
the,
bro,
the
because that's
aftermath
how
was
it be.
coming
Now
in the
check this
streets,
out,
right?
bro. Listen, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Listen, female altercations, male on female altercations used to get niggas killed on the regular, bro. I was hearing about this when I was
Regular.
locked up.
On the
Listen,
regular.
two chicks got into an argument. One chick was waiting on her ride. The other chick called the guy up there. The chick who was waiting on her ride pulls up. He get killed by the guy the other chick called up there. So yeah, if a chick says something to me and my chick want to bark back at her, nah, baby, we better than
We
that.
gotta
We come
go.
on, we gonna
Hmm.
boss off.
We gotta
We not
go.
finna talk to the peons. We gonna
Hmm.
boss off. Now, if somebody come, if you come to put your hands and try to harm, then that's when it gets dangerous because it's my job to protect, and it's
Mm.
my job to protect 24/7 because I gotta protect myself and my person.
Okay.
Period. You feel what I'm saying?
Especially if we
So
got
you don't
kids
even
at
let the
home.
female get into all that, bro.
Okay, so let
You
me
gotta
ask y'all
stop
this
that.
then. Let me ask y'all this then. Now flip it around. So she going to attack somebody and you grabbing her, and you about to attack somebody. She
Man,
don't grab you and
we
go
don't
to the
want to get
attack.
deep on this one, Jay. We don't
Yeah.
want to get deep
No,
on this
I'm
one,
at
bro.
yes, we do. I want to know
Okay,
why is
this
it
you know what it
why
come down to?
yes.
It come down to female immorality.
Go
It's
ahead. Talk about it.
immoral. They okay. Look, let me explain something, man. This
Mm-hmm.
shit get deep.
Oh
They're
yeah.
a tad bit women are a tad bit immoral, and they're like that in nature, and it's something we got to accept because spiritually, let's just say spiritually, they say the woman comes from the rib of a man. So let's just say we're a complete being, and they're a piece of us. So in natural aspect, you would call a nigga to come protect you. You would expect for this person to do this. You would expect for this person to do that. You would expect a person to do this because you don't have the natural capability in your brain nor in your physical capacity to even handle a situation like that. So you willing to put anything at risk, even though you have control over the situation. You willing to do anything to fuck whatever up because you need to feel protected, because you need. That's where a moral activity come in when it come down to women, and that's where when we look at it and we look at our position in this shit when it come down to men and women in any totality, we have to really really understand the position we play. We're not here to protect them. Yeah, you're a part of the protection. You're a part of what I have to protect. But I'm not just protecting you. I'm protecting my fucking car, my fucking house, my well-being. I may have a fucking job. I can't get my beat up and get my nose broke and go to work tomorrow. Now you bitching at me about money. I don't have time to do this. I don't. It's too many I don'ts that we have to lose. Because I guarantee if I get my ass beat and I get up and I live, you gonna be okay with it.
Yeah. So should men take more ass whoopings?
No, men
Okay.
should learn how to. What
He
my boy
said,
said, what he said, what my man said. Boss the fuck up and
Yeah.
know who the fuck you are and what are
Yeah.
you doing here? Why? Like most situations, bro, you're not even supposed to be there. Half the time, what are you even doing there?
Yeah.
Bro, it's always that. Why am I even here, bro? I shouldn't have even pulled up on this bitch. It's always the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
cause
nigga,
see,
pick
James,
your battles.
it,
Like,
taking more ass whoopings, like I said earlier, bro, that's leading to gunfire. Niggas
that's
ain't
why young
listen,
niggas
bro.
don't. That's
Niggas
why
ain't
young niggas
sitting
don't
down
want to
after
talk,
taking an
bro.
ass whooping in front of they bitch in 2022, bro.
Man, come
Well,
on.
that
When the
sounds like a
last time you
bruised
seen
emotion.
two niggas squabble? Squabble.
This ain't that.
Come on. When the last time you seen two men or nigga my age, younger, whatever, squabble? Somebody get their eye busted or somebody get their nut. The problem is, as soon as a nigga do it, put out that phone. Pull out that phone, publicize it. Not a nigga publicly embarrassed. He got his ass beat. Now he got to retaliate in a certain way. He got to do the double punch. So
Okay.
even if I didn't mean to kill you when I shot you, whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
your
But with a
ego got
girl,
bruised.
with a girl
Mm?
on the other end, nigga, they don't consider that shit. That's why you be seeing bitches when they fight with each other. When girls fight with each other and it be a girl with a pistol, the other bitch don't never see it coming
Mm.
because they don't even be knowing that type of interaction for real. It's not normal for them. They not warriors. They're not fighters. They're not protectors.
All right.
So we always think like, oh, this nigga may have a knife. Oh, this nigga may have a gun. This nigga may know how to box. We gotta always come with a certain whoa, 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 whoa.
Mm.
Them bitches will walk up on a car four deep with somebody in the driver's seat, hop on the car, bust the.
Yeah. They initiate the dangerous shit to come. I done seen a chick, bro, pick me up from work, bro. It's early in the morning, man. We in the hood. We on like 35th and Center. She hop out the car, bro, in middle of traffic, bro. It's early in the fucking morning, bro, and start cussing two niggas out in the car next door. Check this out, James. This could have been one of those situations for
Mm.
me. because I know the area I'm in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't even have it on me. But guess what? I'm player. I ain't worried about this bitch out of line. She drunk. The niggas look over at me.
Tweaking.
You know, I give them the head nod, bro. The bitch drunk. They head nod back. All right. And they drive off. That could have been a shooting right there. That's how it goes down, bro. That
Him,
oh, get
look,
this bitch
bro,
away from my
the
car,
motion
fam.
of his mouth moving could have got that nigga shot.
Mm.
Facts, bro. Like and she was nowhere near thinking about the danger she was in or putting me in. Bitch, I just wanted to ride to the crib right quick. You
You
was
gonna
my
grab her and
you
she
about to get me in
still
a
gonna be
whole
talking
shootout.
shit. Matter of fact, that bitch gonna spit on somebody if she can't fight him. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, bro.
Guaranteed. So
Some
I'm
females like
telling
they
you,
limits of disrespect is far gone. Like they
so
don't
far
think it's
gone,
no
bro.
penalties for it, bro. It's crazy.
Immoral. Immoral. By
So
nature. Can't help it.
something I said probably 20 years ago is still true today. And excuse my language, but pussy get you killed.
Yeah. It's the what they say, pussy is the most powerful thing in the world. It is. It's the most expensive. It's worth it.
Pussy
It
definitely
has
get
a
you
lot of
killed, bro. That
value.
shit been proven. It's
It
been
has a
proven
lot of
too many
value.
times, bro.
Pussy has a lot of value. Pussy, the vagina is the most valuable thing in the world. It creates life.
But guess what? We give it
Mm.
value like that. We give it that
There you
much
go, Trav.
value.
There
We
you go,
praise
fam.
it so much like that. We put it on that pedestal. We
Yeah.
make it. We put it even up there
Yeah.
next to our money. So look,
Yeah.
James Harden offered this bitch $100,000. Excuse my French, for a date. We put it up there, so that's why it's so valuable, and that's why they can use it the way they use it to get us caught up in fucked up situations.
And you know
Now
how
I'm
you
not.
get that
Now
back?
I would say, go ahead, go ahead.
Now I'll let you finish that up because you
Go
seem
ahead.
like you was finna go in somewhere. Go ahead.
No, because what I'm saying is, okay, we already know. I think I heard Kevin Samuels say this. A male on male confrontation, we try to avoid that as men, not because we're scared, but because we
As
know where
much as
that's going to
possible.
go.
As much as
But
possible.
a female on female confrontation, they go, wow, even the female on male, because like little bro just said, they don't see the danger in that. They don't see how serious it can go.
Mm.
Us men, we are aware of that. Oh man,
Okay.
I can't get too crazy up on this nigga. He might snuff me up on me. You know what I'm saying? It might be a 5-on-1 after
So let
this
me
shit.
ask you
You know
this:
what I'm
so
saying?
why,
So
so why should the male be aware of the game, but the woman is not? So why she can recklessly speak, but the man can't? You recklessly speak to somebody, it's a big consequence immediately almost happen. They recklessly speak to somebody, and you got to think, you be like, wait, man, a consequence come down the line, or it could be instantaneous too, depending on the parties involved. You see what I'm saying? But just the one individual talking, it ain't really causing that much damage. But a male to male talk, because here's the thing, that alpha male thing that going on, what males, dog, they gotta drop that and let that thing go, man. This little alpha thing people be talking about, it's an alpha and omega. I ain't ran into no omega. See, everybody alpha.
well, look,
Where the
I
omega
look, hold
at?
on, 'cause I wouldn't blame it on the alpha thing, because it niggas most of the time niggas that's getting into confrontation, they not thinking that, oh, let me be alpha. It's just the heat of the moment. They doing
Right,
what they're
right.
programmed to do and what they seen doing being done. I mean, so I wouldn't say it's that, but for one, a female usually don't see fault in her actions, especially at the beginning when you're heated like that, because of what? They don't really take accountability. They don't look at it that serious. And then one thing, if they're emotional and
It's it, I was just emotional.
you
I
did
was
something
just
to
being
trigger that
emotional.
emotion, then look, females are emotional regardless, right? They
You
they are
feel me?
emotional creatures. So if they feel like you trigger something in them to make them that emotional like that, bro, they don't see fault in their actions after that. So it's like I can't take blame because he hurt my feelings, so I flipped out, keyed his car, and broke his windows. Males don't think like that.
They
That's
don't
why
have
we got to
no.
think about. I got to take this careful because this might turn into something else, and it's
That's
good
why.
for us to think like
That's
that.
why. That's why when niggas do shit like break niggas windows and cut cars, niggas be like, niggas, you a girl?
Oh man.
Like, what is you doing? Nigga, go pull up on him and blow his ass. Go pull up on a nigga and beat his ass. Or go pull up and talk to him.
Talk is a better option. Uh
I mean, we've been getting that lately though. I've been seeing some of that around the web. Niggas done pulled
Yeah,
up and
like
chopped it up with him. Or a nigga catch his bitch with another dude, and the other dude, he player, he like, man, I'm going to my car, bitches. Are you coming with me or you staying here with him? And 9 times out of 10, bro, the chick goes with the guy she's cheating with than the dude she's living with. I just seen a
straight
video
up.
like that. She continued
Bitches
her
play it
date,
crazy,
bro.
bro. Hey, look, Jay, look. Jay, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. It's 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 to the point where now, right?
Yeah.
Nigga got to take self accountability for his choices. Like, look, bro, we either want them to be women or we want them to be men. Like, I can't tell a bitch I want this girl to lay on her back, let me fuck, cook, clean, take care of my kids, deliver my child. Even if I take the cook and clean part out, I clean, cook, and clean my goddamn self. But I just want you to be a woman. I want you to be nice and sweet. I want you to be sexy. And then in the same token, turn around and tell the bitch she got to protect herself. So this
Well,
is where we gotta be. Hold on, this is where we gotta be. We, us as men, kings, dominion over everything, the water, the sky, and everything on this earth. We have to make better choices. If you got the pay and you fuck around with this little bitch because you got the pay, just say that. Just be like, hey, bro, I got the bag and I like tricking on hoes. Cool. Say that. But don't be going around this bitch spreading that shit amongst every bitch, making this shit the standard and making these bitches make you think that you love them and giving these bitches kids and doing all this weird shit. Because that be developing that weird ass shit with these hoes. I don't think none of these bitches, even the celebrity women, from day one, we talking about day one, ever went into a situation just trying to hoe a nigga or dog a nigga. But if you peep all these bitches' histories, we could just go through all of them. The Kim Kardashians, the Sierras, all these women's that have been either with a man and got with another man or had men and women situations going on, domestic situations or whatever the fuck the case may be. The initial relationship that started was always fucked up. The initial was always some nigga did some shit to her. And after that, the spiral was just exponential. Be like that.
you're right.
Or or the bitch find a nigga like a Sierra. Her husband engaged is a lean, sweet, smoking hip hop artist that she catch being unfaithful. She goes and everybody say Russell Wilson a lame or whatever, but I don't agree with that. But she go find another nigga. And now you got that nigga. Now your son calling that nigga Poppy.
Yeah.
Some niggas will kill niggas over that.
That's still an ego thing.
Yeah.
You still have to be. I would hope that if you was here and you had a kid, and then you not with your baby mama no more, and somebody else raising your kid, I would hope that you would want somebody to raise your child appropriately. I would hope that you would want somebody to come along and do your kid right. You know what I'm saying? I would hope that that's something
Yeah,
that you would
yeah,
want.
I
You
agree with
feel me?
that too. But I don't think if you're an active father or if you're a providing father, or let's say you have a perspective that you do your job, because everybody feel how they feel, right? That's just like I could say I'm the finest nigga in the world and be sitting there 10 niggas be like, nah, I don't think so. So it's just like that. If a nigga sit down and say, hey, dog, I do my part. Now we not together. I know our relationship didn't go that well, but I do my part. I don't know what else more you want me to do. And then he turn around and hear his son calling another nigga daddy because he don't have the time. Uh, it get a little tricky. It gets a little tricky there.
It may get a little tricky, but it's still ego. Your ego got bruised. You wouldn't be in that tricky situation if you did that baby mama right. Now let's be realistic. Like the only reason why somebody else there is because you not, and you made the choice to have a kid. It wasn't like the kid came out itself. So okay, so you and your baby mama got a problem and you couldn't mend it. Okay, y'all both moving on. Great, cool. Everybody's moving on. We moving on. But while you moving on, I still will hope that you would have a good enough man in this in my child's life to represent them well when I'm not around.
Okay, I feel that, James. But James, let's say you a full
Oh,
time
hold
working
on.
man.
Okay, okay. Let me throw this in there, James.
Go ahead.
James, you saw what's that movie? You saw Poetic Justice, right?
Yep.
So you saw that part where Tupac went in the crib and his nigga that he was familiar with was over there at his baby mama house, and they went in. His daughter was sitting down playing. He's like, she called me daddy. Like, no, she don't. She called me dad. Who your daddy? Like bro said, bro, that's serious, bro. Because
Because so
okay, just because.
that's my
Go ahead.
child. That's
Yeah,
my child. That's
like just because
my
I'm out the
child.
household with the
That's
mom
my
don't mean
seed.
nothing, man.
You know what I'm saying? So look, ego aside, that's my seed. We talking about a blood connection. Now, if me and you have a kid together and you know, first off, you know the world I'm in, you know my occupation, you're in an occupation as well. So we both be on tour. We both don't be at home for certain times of the year. We both don't be, we both. We both in the same world. And then when it's time, when you feel like it's time for everything to sit down, let's do that 9 months. I was pretty much there for you. But let's say, what if some money starts slipping? What if the nigga bank account didn't start looking right? What if he did have other children that he had to take care of and he got to provide for them too? So if we got an understanding and then later on that understanding is negated or deflected by another nigga coming in because you feel comfortable. And even if my child feel comfortable because he sees him that way, I would expect my baby mother out of respect for me based on our understanding and what we into. Hey, hey now, you can call him something else, but you can't call him daddy because that's not your daddy. Okay. But not you. But in the world, if this nigga sit here and he go wild the fuck out and he go do some trippy shit or start texting and tweeting everything and start dropping receipts and shit about every conversation that they had, every receipt, every moment that he was with his child or whatever the case may be, that nigga gonna be looked at like he being petty or he being wrong. But he gotta sit there and be okay with his motherfucking son calling another nigga daddy. I don't think that's ego, bro. I think that's respect, and I think that's just based on bond and connection. How serious that shit is. I don't want my daughter, I don't want my son calling another nigga daddy because I don't have the time for them because I'm a rapper. All right, well, send a nigga on the road with me then. You don't want to do that.
So what you fought, you will fought the parent that the child is with for that action though, right?
I would me preferably now. Hold on. Now, if it's the flip side to that, that nigga ain't doing shit and he ain't there. James, now hold on, James. If that nigga ain't being what he's supposed to be, then by all means, bro, you can't be mad. But I don't. Some of these people, especially some of these public figures, and some of the, and even people I personally know, I got like 2, 3 friends that's going through baby mama drama over bullshit. Uh,
But don't you
uh.
think the baby mama drama is still a personal ego? The reason that you have drama is because your connection with your baby mama isn't cool. Now, you people want to argue about the kid scenario. Well, if your situation with your baby mama is not cool, then your direct contact is to be there for your child and do for your child, right? So then you like, well, you got somebody else over here. All that. Well, see, now your concern is lost. Now, see,
Yeah,
now
that
you're
makes no.
more
That makes you a
concerned.
bitch at that point. That
Yeah,
makes you a bitch.
yeah.
That makes now it's niggas out here like that. That make them hoes. That
Mm-hmm.
make them niggas. They worry about the wrong shit. That's ego. That's when you're moving on. That ain't
Yeah,
that's we ain't moved
and you're
on.
speaking on more so if I come over the crib pick my kid up from you, and another dude over there he calling him daddy, and I'm daddy, been in my child's life, active in my child's life, and there for my child, but then yet you still got another man calling my child daddy when you know his daddy is in
Yeah,
his life.
I
Like,
can't
nah, I
expect you to
can't roll
step
with
in
that.
as a responsible mother to make sure that to distinguish that difference and explain to that child what that difference is. No, because why? You're getting what you want fluidly in the personal relationship of that man. So everything that that man doing compared to what I did just looked like fucking gold. And you would prefer that this little nigga that this was his daddy. So you let this shit go. No, we ain't going for that shit. Hell no. And if I gotta start tearing shit up around this bitch to make a point, now my ego may get into it then, cause it's that serious.
But at least you know your ego is getting into it. At least you aware enough
Oh
to
yeah,
say, you
yeah.
know what?
At some
Yeah.
point, it will involve. I think when the fighting, I think when
Yeah,
niggas get to confronting get to messaging the baby daddy and the boyfriend and shit, and niggas get to threatening shit and doing all that. Yeah, that's ego. You feel me? But if you and
that's
your baby mom,
definitely ego. And that's
you feel me? But if
definitely
you don't,
unnecessary too, man.
yeah,
All
yeah.
that
When you
shit is
start doing
unnecessary. You
little
don't
shit
even
like
need to
that,
be talking to the partner. I mean, to the
yeah,
person that they dealing with. That's just
yeah,
crazy.
man,
So
yeah, man. You don't
excuse
gotta
me.
be
So
hitting that
it's
shit
hold
up.
on. So So hold on. So there shouldn't be no adult to adult talk. So the only adults that should be talking is the parents. Hold on one
So
second,
look,
Bills.
so
Hold on
check
one
this
Depends.
second,
out.
Bills. I got this echo and sound going on. I want to try to clear real quick, so I'm just muting both mics till I get that all cleared out. So it'll go away, and then I'm gonna bring y'all back. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I look at it like this: the parent, okay, the parent that the child is staying with, whoever that parent partner is, that parent should make sure that person is a respectable person. First of all, to have around the child, right? So if that test is passed, you can trust this person around your child. Ain't no funny business going along. That's cool. Now, why do you need to contact that person to for any threats or anything when you can go straight to your significant other? You could just talk to that person and figure out what needs to be going on with the child and all this and that. And that parent is supposed to let it be known this ain't your daddy or this ain't your mama. This is just somebody I'm dealing. They just got to break it down and explain to the child instead of letting the child just every day see this person come here and interact with their parent and have affection with their parent, and they looking at it like that's daddy or that's mama. That's where the confusion come in at for the child because the child don't know.
Okay, so
That's
check
what I
this
was
out.
just
And they
saying.
never know.
So let me ask you this.
And they don't know. They never know.
So let
They
me ask you
never know
this.
because
Is it okay if that male ends up the father,
yeah,
Which male?
the baby daddy?
if
Like,
it
I mean,
yes,
not the baby daddy, but the
if it
boyfriend.
aligns that look, bro,
The boyfriend come along and he ends
if
up
you
turning
are
into
a
a dad.
nigga, if you are a nigga out here that got kids and you know you got kids, like you know you got kids, and you don't make a point to see your children, be active in your children's life, even if you got a baby mama, you're not at the basketball games, you're not picking him or her up 3 or 4 days out the week, or at least picking them up from school, dropping them off, like interacting, making a point to be in a child's life, not to even deal with the baby, not even to deal with that. Then you are a hoe ass nigga, and you deserve for any nigga to come in and backdoor everything that you motherfucking have created.
Mm,
Facts. But if you are a nigga that is
mm,
trying for your child and you just ain't figured it out with your BM and you in some bullshit with her and the kid is feeling the residuals, then I still say get your shit together. But I'm not about to sit there and put all that on this nigga,
mm,
excuse me, on this man, and sit there and make it seem like us as men, we go around this bitch creating life and not standing by it or not standing on it. No, bro. Because every man in my life, I probably had one. My broke ass uncle that, excuse me, that's not the right thing to say. My motherfucking uncle, he was in prison for years. You feel me? When he came home, he tried to get involved in his child's life. Well, all his children was motherfucking too old. That's the only nigga I know in my life that wasn't involved in his children's life. My grandfather, my father, my uncles, my cousins, they all had been in their children's life. Baby mama drama, whatever the case may be. So me, speaking from experience, even some of my friends. Now, the worst case scenario, some of my friends didn't have their father because that nigga got killed or he in jail. But never have I seen a nigga have an option and just not choose.
yeah. So at the end of all that, the man just has to be a man, and you be a man by owning up and taking care of your responsibilities and being held accountable for your actions, man. Being like,
Yeah.
yo, that really was my bad, and I gotta own up to that. You feel me? I feel like that's a real big thing for men to do moving forward, is you just got to be accountable for your actions, bro, and just be straight up honest when things is going on, because it's really not necessary for you to carry up with the slander and the disrespect, because we want to get to a place that where we can just have a conversation and we can fix things and move forward in a positive manner. We don't want to keep doing this merry-go-round stuff where we got to walk on eggshells around each other. We want to sit here and raise our kids effectively and you know, have a good relationship, so they understand that, you know what, even though my parents wasn't together, they were together for me, you know, and
Yeah.
that's what I see
Timing
should happen.
timing is important too. And I think us as people, man, we have a responsibility to be considerate, bro. Like, even as a man, bro, you single and you just say you and your girl break up and shit. Now, you newly single and shit. You got your you now you want to get your rocks off. All right, cool. Do that shit on the low though. You know what I'm saying? Be smooth for a minute. Be considerate that somebody may feel some type of way at this moment. And I think people really don't care about how people feel about shit. And I think that's a major problem too. If me and you was together for 10 years, we had 2 kids, and a month later, I see, like in the flesh or on social media or whatever the case may be, timing is important, bro. And it's like, it's a way to do things. And I think a lot of people go out their way nowadays to be spiteful, to be to shed bad energy, and to allow platforms to give them room to do shit that's very, very how can I condescending. And that constant gaslight, like that's the number one where I feel like 2022, the word of the year should be gaslighting, because that's what everything is. Gaslighting and propaganda, it's like they go hand in hand. And even in relationships like that, you get gaslit to pulling up and shooting that boyfriend. You get gaslit into uh 2 months you ain't seen your son because you realize for 2 months that you've been working, you've been arguing about seeing this nigga, and between the influx of the week you were supposed to have him and your baby mama was supposed to have him, you ain't realized it's been 6 weeks. Like, that's where niggas need to take accountability at when it comes to shit like that. Niggas be wasting so much time trying to go have fun or be on a rebound and be like, oh, trying to get their rocks off and get back to what they was doing, that they really, niggas need time to heal too. My mans, I told him, said, bro, you've been going through relationship after relationship, bro. You got 2 kids and no, and both of them baby mamas. I said, for a while, bro, you don't want to just get a bachelor pad and do your own thing. Make sure your son got his own bedroom.
So
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. So when you say a man to go through his own thing, he's a single man now, single father with 2 kids. You want this man to go get his own crib, establish some, have some room for his kids, kick it with your kids for a little bit, leave the women alone, bro, and build your kids up to be something instead of being out here on the block. Now, what type of things would you feel that you would show your kids if you was in that position? Give me some things that you would have set up for your kids at home if you was to be in that situation.
because for one, time, like I said, timing. If I just broke up with your mama and me and your mama in 2 different cribs, I don't need to have no new woman around you for at least a year. I'm one of them people for at
Why is
least a
that important,
year,
real quick?
because energy. And if that woman not gonna be around for the rest of your life, why am I bringing her around you? Why am I giving, especially at young ages, why am I giving you that access to somebody that's not gonna be around forever and not gonna have an impact on your life, bro? That shit is essential, bro. I don't want nobody, even at 20, I don't want nobody around me that's not my, like, bro, me and you been knowing each other since 2016. I know, bro. You can hit me up and say, tap in, bro. We've been sharing the information and whatever. Ain't seen each other in the flesh in maybe 5, 6, 7 years. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. You my dog for life. So like that shit, it be important, bro. But I would, for one, not have nobody around my kid right away. And in showing that, I would, one, be thoroughly explaining what the fuck me and your mama going through. Stop hiding shit from your kids. Stop sugarcoating shit like they don't see this shit, bro. They see this shit. They see this shit like a motherfucker. I got a friend who baby mama moved to California during the pandemic with his child. Cause that's what she wanted to do.
Mm.
And told the nigga he can come if he want to, but I'm already out here.
Do you
Wow.
not jump
That's
on that? Would you jump on that? I understand. Say y'all got
You know
everything
what I'm
going in
saying?
here. I'm
Like,
making $20 off. I'm good. I'm locked.
that's
I'm
hot,
stay here.
hey,
bro.
no,
Mm.
because now I gotta reroute my life and change my life.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying, Chase?
Yeah.
And that's the satisfaction of the woman. That's what I'm saying. For a while, niggas need to just take the woman out the picture, bro. Cause everything you gonna be doing really gonna be hand to hand with this woman. This kid gotta bond with the child too. I mean, this woman gotta bond with the child too, more than you. She been rocking with this nigga for 9 months before you even seeing this nigga. And
So.
people like us as men, I don't think we get how emotionally tired women be.
Mm.
Like, no, bro, they really think that's they kid. So everything that you do, everything that you move on, everything that you do, bro, when you get that nigga, bro, you do everything in your power, bro. Explain to that nigga what's going on with your family. Take your kids out for dates. Take them to fun places. Do stuff with them. Be active. Like
Yeah, you gotta interact.
continuously
Man, shit. How much of this stuff
interact.
got down to you?
I watched a lot of my friends go through this. My mother and father went through multiple separations while being married.
Yeah. How
And
how
I
many
saw
places
them
did you
rebuild
go
their
as a
relationship.
kid that your dad and stuff took you to, that older men or uncles, your specifically your uncles and your dad? How effective were they in your life and taking you to specific places?
It wasn't even taking me to specific places. It was just the active. Like my pops and them, they from the hood. Like I grew up in a urban neighborhood, but they block that they came from was fucked up. But they made that shit feel like I was in the burbs having the time of my life. I was outside at 7, 8 years old till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They on the block. We still outside because it was just we just knew they was there. They was in sight. We could see them. It was never what they. If we needed some ice cream, we wanted them. If we needed a basketball, then we needed you. Other than that, we pretty much occupied doing what the fuck we want to do, climbing up trees, playing tag, or doing whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm saying?
true.
But
That's true.
you feel like you know what I'm saying? Like that's really what we on. So like for a kid and his father in that situation, like my man's, I be telling him like, look, bro, the reason you take the females out of the equation figuratively, you just don't have no women around your child. Show your child like, oh, like your son 3 years old, that nigga ain't never woke up every day and just fucked with his pops or had his own bedroom at his pop's crib, or was so and so. Give him that experience. You know what I'm saying? And do that for yourself as a man because now you built something. Now, when the foundation set, then now you ain't in this situation where you letting women have dominion over your shit. Like trying to be teammates and shit with women ain't the key. You feel me? Unless it's real life money and beneficial and y'all been locked in for a certain amount of time. But you really gonna have to have your shit together. You really gonna have to be locked in for somebody to accept you and forgive you and shit like that. You really gotta be a real nigga all around. Like you down there gotta be perfect, at least in some area, whether emotional, financial, or sexual, to really have a woman just stay and act the fuck right. And really, so take that shit out the equation. Take that pressure off your shoulder. Focus on this and this only. Then you bring a woman into your foundation. Then you be like, all right, bitch, this is what I got to offer. I already got everything. What do you got to offer?
Man, that's a different perspective to look at it because you younger. So you let me know that everybody ain't out here reckless. You let me know that there are younger people out here who
It's
are learning things and are doing, you know what I'm saying, excuse me. You showing me that there's younger people out here that have seen enough from people of my age group and higher to say, you know what, man, we got the same sauce they got, and I'm tired of listening to them. So we gonna make our own way. But at the same time, I also see where they went wrong at it because they thought they had it. I see where they went wrong, and I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna do it this way because I ain't dumb. I'm aware of a lot of things. I don't do that dumb stuff that they think I'm out here doing, but I'm actually out here building my stuff. I actually got foundation. I actually got a business plan. I actually got people over here like I'm actually doing things, bro. I'm not this some ignorant ass kid that you think I'm out here on, bro. I'm not on that type of time, bro.
Can't be.
Yeah,
Can't be. And I have thorough conversations like just what A1 said earlier, bro. Just like he said, bro. Niggas say at a certain time, it's it's nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? At a certain time, it get to a point where the conversations kind of go out the door. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what feels right. I'm a I'm at 26 years old with a girlfriend. I can kind of
hmm
see the silver lining with this shit. Ah, yeah, happy wife, happy life. Ah, see, we be thinking that shit means she got to be nah all the time, all the time. Even when you mad, even when you trying to figure it out, even when you broke, even when she don't know you fucked up, any of that. She need to be happy. And I realized how important that shit is because when she not here, it don't be fluid. The energy don't be fluid up in this bitch. When me and my girl go through shit, I do feel it. I do be like, damn, she do make the home. Damn, damn, damn. Like, whether I want to battle against it or not, bro. Rather a nigga want to be independent and get up and wash his own clothes, cook his own food, and be a man. And, man, fuck no. Fuck no. It's fucking whack. I'm not waking up every day getting on the phone calling, hey, where can you pull up? Horny and shit. I can't be that nigga. I can't be that nigga ever again, bro. I cannot be that nigga. Then the older you get, the less available you get. So you start tricking. You start paying bitches to fuck. I can't be that nigga, bro. I would rather build a foundation, deal with this shit, figure it the fuck out, learn myself, learn a woman, and just figure this shit out, bro. Because when I want some kids and I want to build my family and shit,
All right.
I'm not
Let
doing
me
it
ask you
with no
this:
random bitch.
at the age that you at, what is it in you that say, you know what, I'm going to stick to my woman, and I'm not going to cheat on her, and I'm actually build with this woman. I actually want to build a foundation. So, what is it about where you at now that say, you know what, I'm not going to pull none of this crazy stuff. I'm gonna just stick with it.
I mean, I ain't gonna play innocent and shit. I make mistakes and shit, but I think for me, I always had an example of foundation. Like this is what it is. Like I'm used to being in families with marriages and being around shit. I yearn for companionship. I also feel like it got something to do with my horoscope. I'm a Sagittarius. Like like I yearn for companionship, bro.
Mm.
And that's me being very
Oh,
vulnerable
you
when
can
I
hear
say
it.
that.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
can
like
hear
I yearn for companionship. I love
So you think
teamwork. You feel me? Like
growing
I
up,
just
growing up around that, you think that kind of helped you out?
a little
That's
bit
what's up.
because no, you know what? Sadly, I learned more in prison than I ever did outside. I'm so thankful I went to prison. It's so fucked up because sometimes I wish I could go there and just leave when I wanted to, but I wish I could just go to that bitch
So
because it'll regear.
I hear that. But by
You
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 learning it,
you know what I
do you
mean when
think
I
it's
say that. You
because
feel me? You know what I mean when I say
yeah?
that. You know.
But now look, this is what I want to ask you because okay, by you learning more while you were in prison, do you think it's probably because you were there and you had nothing else to do but pay attention to that versus being out and living your life? You're not going to see those things, those key things that probably would make you think the way you think.
I think it was I think it was the time that I had. I think for every
Okay.
person, it's the time they got. When you got like 10 years in that bitch, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you may fuck it. You feel me? 15, 20s, and 25s, them niggas fuck shit up, miss parole all the time. Like, they got time. For me, I knew I was going home, bro. Like, I was going home regardless. Like, I had 2.5 flat. Like, I was going home. I had Haida. Like, I was
Mm-hmm.
going home. You feel me? So that shit wasn't that shit didn't mean nothing to me. Like I went out my way to search for certain things in that bitch because there were certain things that I couldn't learn on the street because at some point, like my father, what I learned about my dad was when a man feel like he's completed his job, a man will really detach. You feel me? And that's not to throw shots at my father, but after I turned a certain age, man, my father didn't really like press the issue with being involved. But he did so much in my early years that I can't never really be upset with him. But in prison, I had so many older niggas speaking into me, dog. Like niggas like
Mm-hmm.
read, niggas giving me books, niggas walking the walk, just chopping it up with me. My food tech assistant teacher was a Muslim named JB. And that them bills, every time he see me, he what's going on back there? Y'all good? What's up? Every time I went to church, it was a nigga who I didn't know was the biggest GD in the prison for a whole year. Did not know. This nigga gave me 3 books to read. Every time I came to church, he would talk to me about it. I remember the first time I had a spiritual awakening. It was with a big homie. He was a 8 tray gangster crip. And the nigga put his hands on my shoulder and I broke down to my knees and cried uncontrollably. Like my life flashed before my eyes, and when I looked up in the corner of my eye, I seen a beaming light. So I know for a fact angels and all that spiritual shit is real because I experienced it. Somebody had to lay their hands on me. And when they say the right person lay their hands on you, it can really do that. It can really do that. Like a nigga will put his hand on your forehead and you fall out, or nigga put his hand on your shoulder and you fall. Bro, that's what happened to me. Uncontrollably, my knees went weak. So the involvement of that, just constant. And then the women, with being my psychologist, she reminded me of my mother, and being able to see her, that attention that they took with me, that attention that I maybe I was just blessed, but that attention that they took with me, I think instead of turning it into a negative, I turned it into a positive. Where a lot of niggas in that bitch was getting more time or fucking up, losing their hider, or just doing dumb shit to make their situation worse. I felt like I had something better to come home to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I had something to come home to. Like something. What it was, I didn't know at the time, but I felt like I had something to come home to. And it developed this like understanding of just wanting to learn shit and wanting to be wise and wanting to not be like everybody else my age, because I'm the only one out of my friend group that don't got a baby right now. I'm the only one out of my friend group that is just with my girl in the apartment, not trying to have, doing the steps and trying to see what it be like. We've been together now going 3 years. We're not engaged yet. Like, we're trying to learn each other thoroughly. Like, we go through shit. Like, but yet I'm their image of what they want to be in a relationship, shit like that. But all y'all niggas is having kids, like y'all married and, you know what I'm saying, doing all this crazy shit. And I think that also showed me too. I got a lot of examples of what not to do, bro. A lot of
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you do got that. I'm glad you see that shit too. Cause
Yeah,
man,
definitely.
some young cats don't see it. Boy, they'll copy, paste, and repeat.
them niggas be doing it willy nilly, and it be the lamest shit. Number one lamest shit I ever heard, man. I ain't even know I was about to come, bro.
Yo, Ziggy Bands
I'm
plugged you. Said you gonna be a great dad, man. Gonna make a great father.
I don't even want to. I don't even be want to hear that shit about no nigga didn't know. He didn't know, bro. That shit come from your chest down to your stomach. Feel like you're about to piss, and it's like an explosion. Please, bro, nigga, you just as responsible for that pregnancy as she is, nigga. You didn't nut it up in this bitch and then fluid and lit her the fuck up. It starts with you. That's where every man gotta understand, bro. Niggas be lame as hell talking about she don't want to keep the baby. Nigga, you nutted in her. Like, nigga, you did it. You
Yeah,
shot
let's
her,
just
nigga.
address that. Address that. Like
Nigga, you
going
did it.
go, going in like that. Why is there so many just going in like that? Why brothers ain't up here on the protective side? They going
Look,
in with the straight
look,
shot. Like,
I ain't no motherfucker. I ain't no look, I didn't hit my plenty raw, but I didn't yank that bitch out every time. I ain't never I pre-cum feel like little piss. I'm aware of how my body feel. I'm in tune with every feeling that I have. Ain't no way I'm gonna make a
Man,
fucking mistake.
pull out king,
Period.
man. I'm telling niggas you better pull out.
y'all
Get the
crazy.
fuck out of
Them
there.
niggas be trying to make love, dog, little dog. They be trying to make love. See, when you try to make love, you trying to hit the back of that wall. So you
Right, nigga.
already deep enough in there, it's gonna squirt
This
out.
supposed to
See,
be a little
if you
freak
just
bitch
go ahead
anyway. You feel me? Pull
and
out and jack off on
couple
her.
taps, you can
Be
pull out,
nasty,
bro.
nigga. This supposed to be a freak bitch. You're not supposed to be making love to her. You supposed to nut all on her face
Man,
and booty and shit.
man,
You
bro,
don't do that with no
you'll be
girl you love,
surprised,
nigga.
bro.
Whoa.
No, for real.
ah,
No,
You'll
for
be
real, Jay. No,
surprised.
let's keep it.
all right.
Let's keep it funky. You feel me? That you not supposed to do no shit like that with no. When you get a random, okay? You didn't hit her raw. You didn't already cross that boundary, my nigga. You didn't fuck the whole east side, or you didn't
You
touch
ain't
dicks around
supposed
the
to hit
whole
her
east
raw.
side.
You ain't even supposed to
You
hit her
already
raw.
did that. Now you didn't made the conscious decision to nut in her, bro. You are a wild human being. You yourself, the man, the nigga that's fucking, that is crazy.
Mm.
In Drumline, that nigga said you can't be looking down, making sure that you get the flow right. Bullshit, nigga. You better keep looking. Look down every 2 minutes and just check. Make sure you ain't did nothing. Ain't no leaks. Pull out, shake that motherfucker. Whatever you gotta do, nigga. Niggas be knowing, bro. I don't want to hear none of that shit, nigga. Niggas be knowing. And then when that bitch get to tweaking because you done shared your soul and DNA with the bitch, and niggas think that bitches just get attached out of nowhere. Like they just emotional. No, bro. It's science. You just dropped your DNA inside of another human being and it's creating something immediately.
So
And you expect them to just want to get the fuck rid of it and have nothing connected to it or not feel any way about it? It's the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life from the men.
speaking more from the men, I'm still interested to know why men go into the situation unprotected. Like, why is there not a
It feels
stern
good, bro. It
feeling of
feels good,
no,
bro.
no, no,
It
no?
feels
That
better.
we gotta stop using that excuse. That's a
It
bullshit
does.
excuse. Well, then you know what? And what if you're gonna use that
Discipline.
excuse? If that excuse get used, then they also the excuse gotta get used. Well, if it feel good, then it also feel good to be a dad.
Be a dad. Yes.
Feel
I
good to be a
agree.
dad. Feel good. Feel
The
Bro,
great.
discipline, bro. That's the main key,
Feel
bro. We
good to be a
talked about it
dad.
earlier.
It feel good. Feel good to be a dad. Thumbs up. There you go. Dad. Welcome.
it feels
Hello.
and
You know what I'm saying?
especially
Daddy's in the building.
especially if you didn't did that shit on purpose. Especially if you didn't sat down and you didn't had a 2-3 hour session and you didn't cracked off 2-3 times up in this bitch, ain't pulled out, ain't
Whoa.
checked, washed, took a shower, nothing. Niggas be on that, bro. Niggas be milking a bitch,
It's a
sitting
lot
just
going
laying
on out here,
down,
boy.
going
I must
nuts.
be behind in time, boy. I'm glad I'm married.
Dog, James, bro. James, bro. I'm
I'm
telling you,
glad
like
I'm married,
niggas
boy.
be
Ooh, drop a
niggas,
bomb for my
bro.
wife.
Niggas,
Ooh,
look,
yes,
bro.
Lord.
Niggas will sit here.
Please.
Niggas
Thank
will
my
sit
wife.
here to your face. The nigga, the character of same species as you. That nigga got the same body parts. His shit react the same way as you. Will sit there to your face and tell you that he didn't know or he made a mistake.
Yeah.
Nigga, please, nigga, you're crazy. I hit that bitch. She ain't pregnant.
Hey.
Like it
Hey,
be like that. Like
check it out. But only God can the only person that can produce kids though. So a lot of clubs may have crime scenes. It's on. At the end of the day, God can
yeah,
only produce life. So I mean, therefore, when you had that and that kid came to you, there was a lesson that you were supposed to learn and that you were supposed to get. You were supposed to get that blessing, but that blessing got took out, or you chose not to take care of that blessing, which a lot of people do because there'd be a lot of complaints about BS parents. So therefore, let me know that
yeah.
you gotta take care of your job as a parent. So what I'm trying to figure out is once the child gets here and we establish the home, say do you feel that it's necessary to at all costs or as much cost as possible to make things hmm, to keep the relationship with your baby mother? Do what's necessary to keep y'all, building on something to build a family, or is this just a
Keeping a
quick?
relationship?
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to raise a kid. Said nah, we ain't gonna raise no kid. You was just a splash and go. So that's what old girl tell Mrs. She was brought up Minister Society. Hey, you man enough to what Irene say? Alina, what she say? You
You
man
man
enough to
enough
come,
to
but you
me,
ain't
but
man
you
enough to
ain't
take
man
care of
enough
one.
to come without of me.
Hey, you're like damn, like yo. So that's what I'm saying. So look, we can go do that, but we don't want to take care of that. What's this a problem about taking care of a child though? Like why do people fear that so much and be like, man, this is coming, but it's so much of a blessing to have
I
kids. All
don't
the
think
tax
nobody's
write offs
scared.
people
I
be
don't.
getting, all the other stuff people be getting with kids, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Like kids is a joy. I don't have any, but I can
It's
imagine
niggas,
they're a great
bro.
joy. My nephews and nieces are
It's a
joys.
reflective moment. It's a
Yeah.
reflective moment, bro. It's on us, bro. It's really on the dudes. Like this is where it's fucked up, but this one on us. Like this
Mm.
one on us, bro. This one on us, bro. It's
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna tell you why.
you actually you thought you
Keep your
laid down
dick in your
in a
pants.
situation that
That's what that means. Keep your dick in your pants.
I didn't
Put your
seen,
penis up.
niggas have literally that right there.
You right,
Niggas have
little dog.
literally,
Hey, you right for saying that, dog.
bro,
It is
put it
on this,
up,
bro.
bro. Be more selective. Every bitch don't gotta get the dick, bro. And it'd be like, even if you do,
Damn, James.
bro,
Did we just talk about that earlier, dog? Keep going, bro. I hear
like
you. I hear you, bro.
keep it like
Why?
keep like bro, keep it so G,
That's
keep it
crazy.
player, bro.
Hey,
Keep it player. Like some bitches don't got to. And then when it come down to it, some guys really be feeling like it was mutual. Like, shit, bro. we was fucking. You feel me? I thought she knew what was up. I knew what was up. What?
Yeah, you knew what was up when you went in it. Now here's the thing.
But like,
Now you going in there. Now, this is where I begin to. Now, I wish I didn't have. I wish I only had one sexual partner, my wife. Now the problem is you have all these situations and scenarios that you run into, and you create different spirits that you attach yourself to. Not only do you do that, you also have a possibility of creating strenuous STDs that could go out here and affect lives. You also have the opportunity to have a child. Once we also stated that God is the way to life, so it could be a lot of crime scenes, but none going on. But here's the thing: none of that could happen at all if you made the choice not to do it. See, nobody's making us go out here and do this, but I believe the peer pressures of the world and your homies and the people in the neighborhoods and stuff is telling you like, man, you ain't getting no ass, you ain't getting no ass, you ain't smashing. So you feel pressure to go ahead and do so. So now you running to do so, and then once you get it, you can't stop. You just going. Now you're trying to find the next thing to get your reps up because they telling you, man, you gotta get your reps. This is all peer pressure stuff. This ain't real stuff. This is stuff that the homies is telling you, and you looking at the homie like, dang, you seem right. And then you looking at the girl like, dang, she look right. And now you thinking on the combination of both, like, dang, she right, I feel right. I need to go ahead and get down. I want to see what's going on with Shorty. So now you see what's going on with Shorty, and now you having sex with her. Now you know already in violation. Now you causing different things to happen. Let me tell you what happened. These are the three things that happen. A child can happen, an STD can happen, and here's the number one thing that happens: the bruised ego of emotion. This is what happens. See, this is where this is the real talk of what really happened in people. Once that sex happens and that connection happened between that two people and them energy meet, and then especially if they both explode at the same time, if they have that powerful connection, that eruption. Here's the thing: you left me. You're not here with me anymore. I experienced the peak of human life of something with you, and you gone. You just threw me out the window and trash. So now that you gone, I'm stuck with a kid, a STD, and my emotions are all going over the place. Extend, or this is what I can do. I can take you out. We could go to parks. We can sit down and have conversations. We can watch sporting events. We can watch games. We could do anything. We don't have to have no sexual activity, because that right there is really going to damage the real potential that we could have for the future of us. But if we run in here trying to get this thing that we sitting here trying to get in this nut and this connection, the reality is you could get a nut and I might not. We both could get a nut, or we both may not get a nut. So now we choosing and second and guessing in this a game, and we playing with real spirits here. We playing with real emotions that's tied into that. Not looking at it as, oh, I'm just trying to get my nut and go. This is a life creation thing. This is a real powerful thing here. That's why I say the power of the P, power of the D. If both parties got the power, who using it? You gotta use your power to the best advantage, and the best advantage is it can't happen if I'm not doing it. You can't do it by yourself. So now you're left with the person going to do however they feel they need to get it done. That's a personal thing. That don't have nothing to do with us on what we doing and what I'm providing for you. You're still saying you want to go provide for yourself, then go ahead and do that. But at least in me, in my body, I know I'm good. I know I'm right. And when I release this, it's going to only one and only, because if two versions meet each other, they don't know nothing. All they know is to learn. All they can do is learn. But if one a virgin and one not, now it's another situation over here. Was like, man, there's an expectation. The expectation gets introduced when you have done it already. If you haven't done it, there ain't no expectation. So just to eliminate the expectations, just don't do it until it's time for you to do so. Now check it out. We both never had it. We both virgins, and now we still here, and now we have sex for the first time in our marriage. But see, the marriage lock you in. This why when it's something that you didn't expect, you just I'm out. I'm out. No, this wasn't it. You too big, you too small, you too this, you too that. I ain't working with it. Well, guess what? It ain't about all that. The part was we took all this time in the past to build our relationship up. So once we got to this part where we about to erupt or do something, you feel it didn't meet your expectations, so now you want to leave me. You left out the simple fact that development comes and people grow. If you start a company right now, it's not a Fortune 500 company. It takes the time and development for you to grow that up. You need different resources and different people that creates the team for you to come in. It takes time and patience. That's what relationships are. We want things to be ready made, and we want things to come in and do what we want them to do, but we don't take the time and look at other people and say, damn, how you really feeling on that, and how did that really affect you? I'm sorry that I took advantage of you like that. I really just want to get my nut. You see what I'm saying? Nah, we don't do that. Just imagine if you walked up to a woman and said, man, you know what? No strings attached. I just want to get my nut. That's it. No, now that's all that. And they might look at you like, well, damn, you know what? I really want to too. Let's get it in. That should never happen, because we shouldn't be out here lustful like that. But since we out here doing it, we do it in the proper format. You know what I'm saying? At least be right with it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
1,000%. I agree.
Yeah,
Hey, I agree.
it is, man. So with that being said, man, the other things that's going on in the world, Bills, you keeping up with sports any? Just I see you in the building. Shout out, just hey, you keeping up with sports any? Because
Of course.
oh, cause
Look,
yo,
bro,
we was in my apartment that
Oh,
one
he
time
said,
watching
of
the
course.
finals. Hey, now here go the
I'm a
man right here.
sports head,
Oh
bro.
man,
We
This,
can go.
this
We
the
can go.
Milwaukee Bucket
who
right
you?
here, man. This the Buck man. Look, this Mr.
All
Giannis
day, all
himself.
day,
Look at him.
man, all
Ah.
day, big
So check
baby.
this out. My question to you is, you know what I'm saying, y'all, is what's going on? Because we see the Brooklyn Nets are going to be the eighth seed. It look like, are they? You know what I'm saying? They already up in
No,
there. They took care
they
of
about to
Cleveland.
be
This
they going in the 7th seed.
they
It's
the
a
seventh.
Brooklyn.
All right, cool. They
It's
took
Brooklyn in Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
okay.
Might
Ooh,
as well
okay.
get it out the way now.
Eastern Conference, Brooklyn, Milwaukee. Okay, that's what we got.
It
Anybody
ain't
else out
gonna
there in
happen
the chat
like
in the
that
crowd got
though.
Brooklyn, Milwaukee? Anybody else? Anybody else about Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Eastern Conference Finals, Brooklyn, Milwaukee? Who you got for the finals? Are we saying the Sun? Oh, excuse me. Now we ain't saying nothing. Jay Bills, are you predicting that the Suns will go to the finals?
No,
Okay,
I
who's
think
the
the
Western?
finals. I think the finals is going to be surprisingly. I think the Warriors gonna make the finals in the West. I think they're gonna come out the West
And that
because
means it's gonna be the Bucks.
Clay
The Warriors are
Clay
the
has
Bucks.
Clay heating up. Clay
That's
heating up.
interesting, man. I
I
that's
feel
interesting. So
yeah. No, I feel like the Warriors.
what you
I've been
think?
feeling
What
like
round you think the Suns gonna get put out in though?
I think it's gonna come down. It's so I know it's Suns, then it's the Warriors, and then it's the Grizzlies. So they're gonna have to meet up in the conference finals. They're gonna have to. The Suns, I feel like the Suns gonna beat everybody else. They're gonna have to see the Grizzlies before the before Golden State do. If the Suns beat the Grizzlies, Golden State gonna beat down. Golden State don't want to have to see the Grizzlies. That's the sleeper. Golden State don't want to have to see the
Why?
Grizzlies because the Grizzlies
Wait,
got
hold
Golden
on.
State
So
number.
hold on. You think Golden State can beat one of the best teams in the NBA right now, but gonna lose to the Memphis? Is that
In
what
a
you
seven
saying?
game series. And then I feel like, no, I'm just saying, like, I feel like with if they go against the Suns, I feel like they the Warriors got a way better they just as deep and they have impact players deeper than the Suns do. The Suns got a lot of defensive role players, a lot of niggas with a lot of grit. Like I fuck with Mikal Bridges. I fuck with Crawl. I fuck with their team. But when you look at how Golden State is built from Steph Curry down, Jordan Poole, the development of Jordan Poole, him being an active scorer outside of Devin Booker and Chris Paul in the pick and roll, they don't have a consistent scorer that's just averaging uh and I would believe, and I think the only guy that do this, his name Cam something. I forgot his last name. But other than that, the Warriors got four people that can go off for 30, 40. That's just a fact.
So what you saying, bro? So is you
I think it's
saying?
gonna be
So
Warriors
is
coming
you
out the
saying
West.
to me? So this sound like to me is what he's saying is we're gonna be back in that 4-1-4. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody check it out, tune in that
No,
4-1-4,
I think
man.
it's gonna be
To the
Golden State.
world blow, man.
I don't want it to
Foes
be the
up, man.
Bucks. I don't want it to be the Bucks. I'm not gonna lie. Look. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't want it to be the Bucks.
Why?
And I
Why, bro?
pray, and the reason why I don't want it to be the Bucks is
What?
because I'm a Kevin Durant fan, bro. Deadly Kevin Durant fan. I think Kevin Durant is the best player in the NBA. I do, but in reality, Giannis is the best player right now. And
Thank you,
I
bro. Thank you
want,
for saying
I
that, bro.
want, yes,
Your opinion
he's
matters.
by far the best
Your
player in the
opinion
NBA
matters,
right now,
bro.
all around,
Motherfuckers been
all
sleeping on
around.
them. They've been sleeping on them, and that's
Okay.
what this is what I'm saying, bro. The reason why I want him to go and do all the great things that he feels he can accomplish in the league is because of his backstory is so strong and all the doubt and even Eric, you like they said, you remember when they used to count when he was at the free throw line? Ain't no more counting at the free throw line, bro. He
Now he doing
improved, bro.
step
He
back
worked hard.
jumpers on the clip, like, oh
Nasty,
hell
right?
no.
It's crazy, right? So that's why it's the home team, and I'm like, bro, this man came from nothing, bro, and he working hard, and he don't care about all the other stuff. He don't care about all the other accomplishments.
He
He want to
working, he
stick to his
getting better
word.
every year. He gets
Yeah,
better,
bro.
but I want,
Just think about that, bro.
I want Brooklyn to win. I want Brooklyn to win it all. If they get Ben Simmons, I don't think it's gonna make that big of a deal because they're gonna have to incorporate him. But
Uh-huh.
he's so easy to incorporate that really all you got to do is just make sure that he's healthy. But I don't think it's gonna make an instant impact. I think it's gonna be Warriors Bucks this year, and who I think gonna win it all in that series, the Bucks probably a fuck around and two-peat. And yeah,
Ooh, don't give me hype over in this motherfucker,
He going
man.
back to back. He said,
Don't
okay, so
do
you got the
it,
Bucks. We know
man.
you going Bucks. A1.
I don't look. I look.
Just, you still in here? Where
Don't
you
even
at?
look.
You in here with the Sixers,
Don't even
Just? Are
say.
you saying the
Don't
Sixers
even
going,
say
Just?
that
Where
I
you at?
chose the Bucks. I'm choosing the Bucks by default because I don't think no other team. James Harden is washed. People need to understand it. People need to get it.
Thank you.
It's not that
Oh man.
he was. It's not that he was. It's not that he was ever. He was never explosive. He was never no just super athletic player. He was just very good in the isolation and had a lot of shooters around him. And Mike D'Antoni was the only person that could coach him for a reason. It's for a reason nobody else can coach James Harden because James Harden is a one-man show. If he don't, if
Hmm.
James Harden cannot play with other great wing players, it's already been shown. Even when he was on OKC, he would disappear in the playoffs. So it's not
He
about
care about his
James
own
Harden.
personal accolades, bro.
Yeah, man, James
So what was
Harden is a
showing about
great. He
Russell
was a
Westbrook then?
Russell Westbrook just having a bad year. Chop that up. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Russell
yeah.
Westbrook, he
He
just
could
having a
turn it
bad year.
around. Yeah.
He could turn that
So wait
around.
a minute.
He in the worst
So
situation there is in
Russ
the
can turn
NBA.
his
I
stuff
ain't even gonna
around,
lie.
but James can't turn his stuff around because of what? Because his whole hookup was
Because
like two stepping running to the hoop.
James Harden
Because
James Harden. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
because he don't want to. I was just gonna lay it out simple. He don't want
Boom.
to.
Don't want to.
Westbrook really wants to be great. He wants to win a ring. He wants to. So he gonna go out there and play. If he having a bad game, he's just having a bad game. James
Game,
Harden,
bro.
he always been concerned with his single achievements, bro, in the league, bro. He never really cared about the
Tracy
team. I
McGrady
don't
said
think like
something.
that, bro.
Tracy McGrady said something essential, bro. And he's very critical of James Harden because niggas be putting James Harden up there with Kobe and shit. And I hate this generation of basketball because, like I said, bro, I'm born in '95, bro. I watched the Pistons win championships. I watched Kobe win 2 rings without Shaq. I watched Bron go to the finals 10 years in a row. Like, for a fact, I watched this shit. Now, it's some great players in the NBA today. It's a couple transcendent talents. A few, it's actually a few. Like that nigga Luca is crazy. Giannis is
Yeah.
crazy. Ja Morant is crazy. Jason Tatum is crazy. Like when I think Trey Young, when I think about the future, Devin Booker, like, yeah, even the most slept on team in the NBA is the Toronto Raptors. Without a Kawhi Leonard, without a Kyle Lowry, still being a fifth seed, sixth seed, being able to get in the playoffs, the East to me is just it's not set up for nobody but else the Bucks to win. Miami Heat gonna fall off. They fuck around, get beat in the second round. They gonna beat the Cavs in the first round, but they gonna lose in the second round to whoever they play. Cause the Heat, Jimmy Butler a bum, always been a bum. He just a glorified bum.
Damn.
In my eyes. So
Damn, you do
Who you
Jimmy
said,
like
Jimmy
Tyler
that?
Butler?
Hero, Jimmy
Hey,
Butler always been a
Jimmy.
bum.
He
Jimmy
said
Butler always been a
Jimmy
bum.
Bucket?
Jimmy's a bomb.
Oh,
Look,
they
Jimmy
but they
Jimmy
were they
was
number one in
glorified
the
in
East though.
Chicago. Nigga, Jimmy was glorified in Chicago because D Rose fell off. Period.
Hey, damn,
Now
fam.
listen, I ain't mad at you about that. I ain't mad at you about that because I don't fuck with the Heat anyway. You know, I fuck with my squad only. But what I'm saying is, they the number one team in the East though. They
They
got to
got an
count for
all
something.
around good team. They got
Okay.
Tyler Hero coming off the bench giving them niggas 25, 22, I mean. And and they got a good power forward. They got an elite power forward. They do. They got an all around good team and they play good defense. But
I believe
they
it's a.
number one
I, be-
for one, they number one in the East because KD got hurt and sat out for 16 games and them niggas lost 11 straight. Let's make that clear. Cause if it wasn't for KD being hurt, them niggas would be number one or two in the East. So
who Brooklyn?
it ain't got nothing to do
Brooklyn
with
Wood?
Kyrie playing at home either.
Well, one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna allow the injury excuse to be in here because if the Lakers was healthy, they'd be a
It
lot
is,
further than what they were.
bro. If bro, they didn't have Kyrie or KD at all for 16 games.
Yeah,
What do you
but
expect them to
They
do?
had
And this
them
nigga
when we
Kyrie
played.
can't play home
They had
either.
them when we played them.
he gonna
Hold
pull that
on.
plug out.
They had them when we played them motherfuckers. They was on the
Hey,
court when
And
we
we was a
played
foot
though.
away from knocking y'all asses out that motherfucking out that stadium, nigga. You was
yeah.
Hey,
scared as hell, nigga.
hey,
That nigga
Hey, that
Durant
hey,
put
toe,
man,
50 in
hey.
that
y'all
toe, that
head.
boy
That's
was like this, boy. I was like, oh
that's what I
shit,
said though. But
Yeah.
listen,
ah,
listen
cringing
though.
up and shit.
This is what
Like,
I'm gonna say. The
Giannis couldn't
top
do shit with
teams.
KD.
yeah.
Listen, the top team. No, he did. He stood in there. That it ain't our fault. He got that big ass size 13. Listen, listen. I look at it like this now, right? It could be a toss up between five teams that's probably being talked about right now, right? If they really go hard, buckle down, and do their thing, right? Stay healthy throughout the whole playoffs, they can do it. Anybody, any one of those five teams, right? But I look at it like this: out of all those teams that can be named besides the Milwaukee Bucks, we beat them already to get our ring. So it's not a fear for us no more. You feel what I'm saying? It's a just go out there and get your job done.
No,
That's
now it's
what I
gonna be
like about my
easier.
team.
No, the Bucks are playing now. They playing championship basketball. That's what the Bucks are playing. That's why all season they wasn't like majorly glorified because they just been cruising through this shit easily, like winning a lot and losing some. And if they
Hmm.
lost, it was probably either a very close game or they probably wasn't even
Yeah,
going super hard. So I do what I acknowledge of. First off, they got a very good coach. Very good coach. They front office, this is where the Lakers have a problem. This is where a lot of teams have a lot of problems. Yo, front office. The Lakers front office sucks. It's trash.
speak
Horrible.
on it. Speak on it.
Horrible. From Genie Bus to this nigga, and I ain't talking. This ain't shit I be seeing off motherfucking. I know who Kurt Rambis is because niggas that went to class had went to a program, and he was one of the coaches. And niggas said they didn't. And niggas from Cass said they didn't like who fuck Kurt Rambis was. I know niggas that ain't got coached by Kurt Rambis in college. They don't fuck with Kurt Rambis. So,
Damn,
or
that's
then had
tough.
like not coached, like not
Damn,
team coach, but has been in his
I ain't messing with
programs
dog.
or have been a part of
That's kind
certain
of
things
tough,
that he's
ain't it?
done.
Yeah,
Niggas don't. Kurt Rambis was a good basketball player, but if you look at his record, that nigga is sucks. Like his record is terrible. He's like under a 20% percentage win percentage. Like Kurt Rambis one horrible, but he is basically undermining or micromanaging Frank Vogel. And the only reason they got that nigga is because they wanted to pick Ty Lue's staff. How the fuck do y'all tell a championship coach that came back on the Warriors from 3-1 that he need his coaching staff picked by y'all? Them niggas are out of their mind.
So
Now
that's a
look,
good
Russell
trend. Oh, go
Westbrook
ahead.
is caught. Russell Westbrook had a bad season. Only issue I got with Russell Westbrook, he don't show no accountability about his actions. That's it. Other than that,
yeah, that's
his
true.
play, everything, I ain't bothered by that. He been couldn't shoot the fucking basketball. He gonna keep trying because at one point in his career in OKC, he used to knock down them shots.
Yeah,
He
he
used to
did.
knock
He
down
did.
that
That was
Trey
back in the
ball.
day, though. That was
You
back in the
feel
day.
me?
But hold
So
on,
I feel
we
like
can't
for
let
him,
we can't let
he
we
still think
can't
he can
Jay
do it.
Jay we can't let I just think different get off the hook, bro. For now, he done had us shout out our teams, and this nigga ain't state what team he going for on his podcast yet.
They
We
ain't
Who
in it,
you
listening.
got,
man.
man?
It's them Pistons, man. You know.
The Pistons.
If they in the playoff,
Detroit
oh
basketball.
Man,
nigga,
look,
you gotta look at the
y'all got
count,
That's
you
what
got the
we
rookie,
all,
you got the rookie of
baby.
the year,
Huh?
got the rookie, and they gonna snub him.
Yeah,
They
they
gonna
is.
snub Cade like that. You know why they gonna snub Cade? Because Mobley made it to the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh man.
Period.
Yo, that's crazy,
But
right?
Mobley had a good season. He had a great season for a rookie.
Hold on.
But Cade deserved to be rookie of the
If
year.
if they in the playoffs, James, did they make it?
Nah,
They
they
was in
didn't.
the
They did
play in
not.
for 7th, 8th seed.
They did not.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, no, the Cavs AC, the net 7 seed, they blew their ass out.
Yeah, they got bombed on. But it's all
Yeah,
good,
and
man.
now and bro, I can't wait till the Bucks see the Nets, bro. I cannot wait because y'all boys got off. Kyrie got hurt and Kate, man. Ooh, y'all got off last year. I cannot wait to shut these niggas the
Yeah,
fuck up, bro.
they
So they can
did.
go ahead and give
So
it back to KD. Niggas know KD is the nigga right now. Giannis that nigga, but it's really KD is a god. Basketball god.
So okay, so if Giannis get his second ring this year with all this shit y'all talk, I want to hear no excuses. I want the nigga had a
hey,
flu, his head was hurt. I want to hear
then
none of
you'll
that.
get that, bro. You'll get that. You'll get your
If
rocks,
Giannis
bro.
do
You'll get
if
your rocks, bro.
if Giannis do that if Giannis do that, bro, he could retire in 5 years and be a first ballot Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah, he
Straight
already
up.
And
done
let it be
jumped into
known. And if he
the top.
do,
He
if he
already in
do,
the top 75.
if he do, let it be known it happened when LeBron left.
That's straight up. Nah.
No,
LeBron got to
LeBron's
take some.
still here, nigga.
No, he left the
Nah.
Eastern
LeBron got to
Conference.
take some
Hold on,
accountability
No, he
for
left
bro.
that
the
shit.
Eastern
Hold on, bro.
Conference.
You're not gonna make it seem
He
like
left
he
the
couldn't,
Eastern
like
Conference.
he ain't do his thing.
Hey, Bron ran the Eastern Conference for a decade, bro. Let's be clear, man. Come on.
Bron is a GOAT.
That ain't
Come
what
on.
we talking about though. You talking about like LeBron ain't been playing while Giannis been playing. They both
I'm
been
just
playing
saying,
though.
I'm
no.
saying LeBron
I'm
left
just
the
saying that
East
Bron,
and it's open.
Bron need to take some accountability for what
He
happened this
should.
year.
He definitely should. Being the coach GM, he definitely got to take responsibility for that. He tried to put Russ on. It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? He should have went with the other guys, but he tried to get your
Yep.
man the plug to come
But
to the
it,
crib.
but no,
I
it ain't
mean,
no telling. See,
DeMar could have
this
came
what I
home too.
don't understand. But they keep saying that he could have had DeMar DeRozan instead. Bro, we talking about a nigga that shredded DeMar DeRozan for 8 years. He's not picking DeMar DeRozan to be on his team. Like,
Right.
that's just being real. So, if I got
Why
DeMar
is that?
DeRozan and I got Russell Westbrook, I'm picking Russell Westbrook, bro. That's just keeping it funky, bro.
Okay.
Even if he don't fit, I'm picking Russell Westbrook.
See.
Why
So
is
you
that
Off
though?
impact
so why
alone.
so why are we picking based on basing it on the homie or you on the skill set? Are we looking at the
Based on
stats
no,
pound for pound?
based
Because
on
let's pull
the
these stats up.
based on the
Let's pull up the stats.
initially the purpose of him being there, this is what would have worked. If
Okay.
I was the coach, I wouldn't have gave a fuck how he felt. That bitch ass nigga was coming off the fucking bench.
Mm.
Period. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I don't give a fuck how you feel. If you want to riot the team or not, go and no, nigga, yo bitch ass. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come off the bench and you're gonna run the second unit and you're gonna be the sixth player of the year. And he was gonna have to embrace that role because that's what he should have been. Because Bron and
Period.
him, he's a mini LeBron. He's literally a mini LeBron. So y'all asking him and LeBron to be on the court at the same time. When Bron got the ball in his hands, that make Russell a 3-point shooter. which he's not. So what should Bron do? Bron, big ass, should have took AD spot and went and played the 4, but he didn't.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
that should
ways
have
that
happened.
shit could have worked.
But yeah, a lot of things
His
happened
big
that didn't
ass should have
happen
went
like
down
that.
there and
But you
played
know,
the 4.
yeah,
He should have played the 4 like he did in Miami when he kept posting their ass up and they couldn't stop him. He should have did that,
yeah.
but he didn't because
This one I'm
why?
gonna say.
LeBron got other shit on his mind.
I'm gonna say through this year was a fluke because Kawhi didn't even play not a game. Okay, so we leaving out some people. All right. So
You
this
can't say
season,
that. You
I
can't say
can't say
that.
what
All right, so then it's an asterisk by Toronto Raptors championship. Like what?
a slight one.
What y'all? Wait, hold on.
So he says an asterisk by that championship. You know, I'm saying Kawhi didn't play this season. All I'm saying is he's been missing in action, and we haven't got that Clippers that we was expecting to see that we just.
I mean,
got,
I ain't gonna,
man. Like
I ain't
those
gonna take
fools.
The
no
Clippers
tip
still
away
got
from nobody,
chances,
bro.
They still do, but he ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi ain't playing.
bro.
It's
Look,
I
Paul
ain't
George
taking
out
no
there.
that's a
tips away
fail.
from nobody, bro. So how you feel? Okay, if you gonna say that, then how you feel about that bubble ring, then?
I don't agree with the
All
bubble
right,
ring,
so
but
look,
somebody had to have a ring.
no. The bubble ring is two ways you can look at this. He's saying that niggas was hurt, so it's certain shit that can't be fair. I'm saying that okay, if that's the case, and when that nigga when Toronto went against the Warriors, Steph, Clay, and Draymond all was hurt, and KD was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the year he tore his Achilles. Then Clay turned around towards ACL. Then Draymond was hurt for 2 more games. Steph out there by himself playing
Yeah,
against the
everybody went
Toronto
down.
Raptors, loaded with Kawhi Leonard.
Everybody went down.
So I don't know why
Asterisk.
niggas be caring about that Toronto Raptors championship like Kawhi and then one about to win that.
Asterisk. That was the
Last year,
the
the
break
Bucks
international
now the Bucks
championship.
played. The Bucks fairly played the Suns. Facts. But they got there on some fluke shit. They got there because my nigga Kyrie Irving was hurt in the middle of that. Bro, we had them niggas up 3-1. 3-1. No, excuse me. We had them up 2-0. Then Kyrie get hurt. And we had to go 7 games.
Hold on,
They got
Giannis was
Chris
hurt too,
Middleton.
though. He played through his
Man,
hurt
he
leg.
played. He
He
played.
played through it.
He said
Yeah,
he
he
played.
played
He
through it.
played.
Okay,
He
now
played
check
and
this
averaged
out.
30.
Okay,
Said
what if the
Kyrie ain't play.
what if the nigga with the Humpty Dumpty shoes didn't step on the line, right? And
Oh,
he made it
here
all
we
the
go.
way.
See,
Yeah, nigga,
better put some
yeah. And they made it all the way
Hey,
to the Phoenix Suns, and the Phoenix Suns beat that ass. Then what y'all are saying? Then what?
The Phoenix Suns wouldn't have
Well, if Kyrie didn't get
beat the
hurt,
Nets.
you don't think you think they would have beat Phoenix?
Or do I think Brooklyn would have beat Phoenix?
Yeah, that year, last year.
Hell no. Hell no. Brooklyn would have got their ass
Oh,
whooped.
okay. So it happened the
Hell
way it
yeah.
should have happened.
Yeah. No. Brooklyn would have got their ass whooped.
hey, mind you, Phoenix been brewing for 3 seasons, bro. So they
Phoenix
went to the finals last year. The year before that, they were supposed to go, and then they probably gonna end up going
Yeah,
this
they
year.
woke up a sleeping
Then the year
giant.
before that, they was undefeated. They was 8-0 in the bubble. You know what I mean? It's just they've been
The
Them
bubble,
boys
the
been
bubble
balling,
championship
bro.
though. The bubble championship.
that's a fluke.
It's ways you could
It's
look at
two
that.
asterisks. The last 2 years been flukes, bro.
No. First off, them
Hell
niggas had
no,
6
Oh
months.
no,
G.
yeah, because you
Hell
said,
no.
oh, last year was y'all,
Them
so you
niggas.
saying ain't no fluke, but the bubble and the
Hell no, it
Kawhi
ain't no
was a
fluke. You
fluke.
wanna know why?
Yeah,
Y'all niggas had 6 months off of basketball, bro. Y'all didn't even play a full half a season, bro. Y'all had 6 months off basketball. Excuse me, y'all played more than half a season. Y'all had then turned around, had 4 to 6 months off. Y'all niggas came back out of shape, not on point, not playing like a team, doing certain shit.
yeah.
I cannot be mad at niggas being ready when they was supposed to be ready, bro. That's what the bubble was.
Thank you.
I can't be mad about a nigga
Yeah.
being ready to be ready, bro. Niggas said that the Blazers was gonna beat the Lakers. So I don't be wanting to hear that, bro. Niggas that
Oh
whole year
damn.
said the Blazers was the most dangerous AC in NBA history. That nigga Dame was snorting noses and shit in the corner and doing all type of crazy shit, bro. Them niggas got their ass whooped. So I don't be wanting to hear
Yeah.
about that. It was, oh man, that bubble shit. No, nigga, they went out there and played fair and square. And Miami was hot. Tyler Hero was hot. Duncan Robinson was hot.
Yeah.
James, Kofi
No
said, put
fans,
some respect
Respect
on
on
King
KJ. You see
James'
that? I
name.
said.
nigga.
Hey.
Fuck niggas want to
No,
be
we
mad at
fuck with
Brian
him,
because he was
bro.
ready.
Hey.
Nigga, he went
I
in there,
fuck with
got
bro.
the
I
Lakers a
fuck with
championship,
bro.
Yo. It's crazy, man. So let me ask y'all
and
this.
AD bum ass don't get a ring without LeBron. His old his
No, AD
flimsy
do
ass
not
nigga
get a ring
step
without
out of the
LeBron. And
bed and be
AD
I
hurt.
is
hear that.
very flimsy.
I
Um,
hear that. I hear
AD,
that,
I
man.
feel like whatever program LeBron on need to be implemented into the NBA's program. When you sign your contract to the NBA,
Man,
you
no,
got to go
bro.
through the program
Bron
that
is a
LeBron
spiritual
on.
being. Like
The
Michael Jordan was a spiritual being, like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and just
well,
certain individuals are spiritual beings
we
that we
all
just.
spiritual beings, but when they whatever
I'm
hey,
talking, bro.
whatever
You know what I'm
profit
talking
he
about, bro.
pouring
I'm
into,
not talking about in the sense of
so
just norm. I'm talking about
hey,
those super athletic
I know.
gladiator
That's what I
motherfuckers,
said. So whatever he profit into, they better get on that same profit program. That's
bro.
what I'm
That nigga
saying.
came from God.
Hey,
Everybody,
hey, yo, these
he
niggas,
ain't had the
yo,
same birth
AD
process
go
as
up for a
everybody else,
rebound, come
dog.
down, and this nigga gone. You feel me?
That
He
So,
nigga
said he came from
6'9",
God. He came straight
275
from
and
the
run like
beam, huh?
Derrick Rose in his prime.
yo,
It's gonna
hey,
be interesting, man.
it really is.
It's gonna be
So let me ask you
interesting,
this.
man.
I mean, what y'all think about black coaches in the NFL, man? Why is not enough black coaches in the NFL? Bills, do you feel like the Lions should have another black coach? I don't feel like they should have got rid of Caldwell. I feel
First off,
Jim was holding
don't
down.
hire a black coach. Don't hire a black coach if you don't want a black coach. That's number one. I don't like the fact that they're forcing certain teams to hire minority coaches. If you genuinely don't want to hire a black coach and you genuinely don't want the mind of a black coach, I don't want you. I don't want the motherfucker being there because all y'all gonna do is set the nigga up for failure. That's number one. Two, Brian Flores, my man's that was on the Browns, my man's that was just that not the nigga that got the Texans job. You know, all these niggas that be going through this little shit,
Steve
bro.
Wilkes, Ray
Nigga
Horton.
that just you feel me? Like all these niggas that be having going through this type of shit, y'all don't want them there anyway, so y'all might as well just give them the, you feel me? But it is what it is. The owners are white. What do we expect? Like, as black people, this is what I want us to ask ourselves. What the fuck do we expect? Like, what really do you expect? Because I know for a fact, bro, when I go on a basketball court and I got choices, bro, I pick my niggas. So when white people pick their niggas, we get upset because we trying to be a part of their shit. So
Mm.
I'm a thorough believer in that. Nigga, Ice Cube made a 3-on-3 league with a bunch of old niggas. 10 of the top 10 of the top paid NBA players right now could take half their salary and start a league. I don't want to hear about black coaches and shit until y'all niggas start making an initiative. The players. Fuck this, the owners in the front office. Y'all asking them niggas to do something that's totally out the norm for them. You don't hear them players advocating for that shit. That's the problem. Them
Yeah,
NFL players,
yeah.
just like the NFL black coaches, just like Kevin Durant. Back to my Nets. My number one issue with the Nets, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Why y'all advocate for that nigga Steve Nash when y'all could have got Mark Jackson or anybody else that could have had an opportunity? Y'all advocated for Steve Nash.
Yeah, so
They
that's
didn't want a
another
black
thing.
coach.
When a lot of black coaches keep coming up, and I keep hearing, you jump back to basketball, but as far as football is concerned, I'm gonna tap on basketball real quick. The Mark Jackson situation, hey, that name keep getting mentioned a lot when they keep talking about black coaches. But here's the thing: does Mark Jackson even want to coach? Does anybody know if he want to coach?
Yeah, he
Back
want
to
to
the
coach. Mark
NFL,
Jackson is
it's like,
blackballed.
hey, yeah,
Mark Jackson blackballed, bro.
I don't know if you
He's
could be
blackballed.
blackballed but still work for the league, though. I don't understand like that.
No, he
That
was
seems a little bit.
blackballed because the whoever was the owner of the Warriors,
Mm,
or because Mark Jackson would pray before, Mark
yeah,
Jackson would pray before basketball games.
yeah,
And it became a
my
conflict because
thing.
somebody in the family of the ownership is gay. That nigga Mark Jackson spoke on did an interview or did some of an article and had a specific out perspective on homosexuality. That's why he was fired.
Yeah, but they still gave him the
Oh,
love in the league, though. You could
so
still
it
He
speak
still
for the
had
get
nothing to
team.
do
duh.
with his
Yeah, nigga,
coaching
you can go
skill
be an
then.
announcer.
Yeah,
You can go be a commentator,
I'm
but you ain't
saying
gonna be no fucking
blackball is
coach.
Kaepernick. You ain't nowhere in this motherfucker. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
all right. Well, let's say Let's say they handicapped him.
Yeah, they put a shadow ban on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, go
Yeah.
get
They
the Will
shelf.
Smith for
They
him. Put a
shelf that
10-year
nigga Mark
ban
Jackson.
on him.
But it
Like, yeah.
wasn't. But it wasn't for his performance as a coach. It was
Right.
just because of that, right?
Rhetoric.
Oh
Speech.
yeah,
It was
that's
a
kind of
Stuff he's
fucked
personal.
saying.
up
It was a
too, though.
Allegedly.
personal decision.
Yeah. So again, black coaches in
What
the
was it?
NFL should be there, but don't hire them, you know, unless you really want a black coach. So here's the thing: is
Yeah, if you don't,
yo.
if
So
you don't
here's
believe in them, then yeah.
Yeah, don't set them niggas up for failure. Then fire them niggas 2 years later and make the nigga Hugh Jackson name is destroyed. He can't get another head coaching job. He had a 0-16 or what, a 1-16, 1-15 team. He can't get another coaching job, bro.
and that wasn't his
Man,
fault.
it's a wrap.
Come on, man.
1-16.
He'll never be a
That's
head coach
fucked up.
again.
Jim
Marvin
Caldwell was
Lewis.
pretty nice,
Marvin
man.
Lewis went and got another fucking job. 14 years. Nigga ain't do shit with the Bengals.
Nothing.
Niggas don't bring that shit up. So
Yeah, it's. I
you
think
know.
it's. Yeah, they blackballing the blackball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
nigga. And
blackballing.
then on top, bro, and I put this on, and this is also what I put on this. If you a head coach in the NFL and the players have a responsibility for advocating. If y'all know that there's a position coach out there, a QB, receiver, running backs coach, line defensive coordinator, that's great coach, the stuff like that, they should speak on it. You cannot expect no 70, 80-year-old white man. You got the lighter? You back here. Yeah. Oh, with you, is it you can hear it on your thing? Yeah. I'm gonna tap in with y'all later, man. And y'all have a good night, man.
All
I
right,
love
man.
y'all, man.
Oh,
I
he got
see,
called
man.
out. He got caught on it live. Woo! You see that, Ferris, man?
Drop a bomb
Hey,
for him.
boy,
Hey
drop
man,
a
shout
bomb
out
for him.
to Jay Bills, man.
Yeah,
He was great, man.
Yo, Bill definitely kept it 100 up. So, yo, man. So, damn. All right, man. We here, man. Hey, we had a good podcast. Trav, A1 fam. Appreciate you for coming through, man. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, man.
Had a good cast up in here, man. Is there anything you want to let the people know, man, before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. Stay tuned for more I Just Think Different podcast, man. Y'all get in here, man. Come get some of this good talk that we have going on, man. Y'all subscribe so y'all can get some of this good content. Also, come holler at us over on Clubhouse at the Coke Figures. James will be in there with me, myself, A1 fam, man. Chopping it up, man. Building with the people, man. It was a great podcast, man. I had some good conversations with y'all, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Yo, anybody in the comments, they got anything they want to say? Anybody in the building, man? I see some people in there. Y'all want to say something? And then we get out of here, man. I shut this thing down like I normally do around this time. That's how we going.
Oh, Shizzo.
So again, man, I'm your host, James. I Just Think Different Podcast. We here live. I'm here with my man, A1 fam. You know what time it is when you hear that beat, man. It's almost either time for the end of the show or beginning. And right now, we at the end, man. So I'll go ahead and close this thing out. You know what I do? Go ahead and end this thing with a prayer, man. And then we go check y'all the next time. I Just Think Different Podcast. All right? Check it. God, thank you for allowing me to speak to the people over the world and the internet. I thank you for allowing me to just have a voice. I thank you for waking me up. I thank you for blessing me. I just ask that you allow your will to be done over the listeners' lives, over A1's lives, over J Bill's lives, and over the people that was in the chat lives. I ask that you would just strengthen them financially, strengthen them physically, Lord. I ask that you would just strengthen their whole body and their mindsets. And those who don't know you, I ask that you would just have a soft heart for them as they come to you, Lord, asking you for help and forgiveness. On that, I pray in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, y'all. That's what we doing. I Just Think Different Podcast. We go check y'all next week. Hey, if you got anything that you want to see, you got anything you want to hear, just drop it in the chat. Y'all know how we get down over here, man. I'm James, bridging the gap between race and people, bringing y'all together. My man A1 fam, Trav in the building, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for coming by the show. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome to come by anytime, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. We're gonna do this again.
All right. Trav. Yo, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. And this is James. I Just Think Different Podcast. Peace.